And good evening, everybody, and welcome along. Our panel tonight is Mr. Stephen Clark, world traveller. Oh, you.
Oh, g'day. How you going? I'm just typing some shit. Yeah.
And good evening to Mr. Steve Perrin, Esquire, retired in Paradise. I must.
Good evening, Johnny.
I must make an apology. Last week when I introduced Andy, I got me B's and me K's mixed up. I said Andy BBK, because then it wasn't KKK, it's BKK, which stands for Bangkok.
Well, I don't know if it's Ku Klux Klan.
They got mixed up with me letters.
Just have it, write things down.
Well, the whole part about it is Andy may join us, but Mr. Perrin's had his hand up for a couple of seconds or whatever. So we'll start off with Mr. Perrin. What have you been up to, Mr. Perrin?
Oh, that was quick. I thought I was going to get a little bit of a lead in. Hold on.
Well, I did. All right. The useless bastard actually done something this week.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put up the image. Okay.
Fucker, what an engineering whiz that was.
That's what I've been doing this week, Johnny. Now that... Hold on. I can't get rid of it now. Yes, I can. No, I can't get rid of it. I can't even see it. Oh, wait. No, it's okay. Right, we move. So that's the item I've been building this week, and it's an umbrella.
What's that? Oh,
umbrella stand. Remove that. I'll show it to you in its full glory. Get rid of that one. Remove and get the remove. I just want the proper one in all its full glory. There.
You removed them all.
No, put it back out. There you go. This is the final one. Wow. There you go. That's it in its glory. So, fishing.
Yeah. I honestly thought that was a rocket launcher and you're in Ukraine.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Stephen. We're out loud.
It does actually look like a mortar, a mortar tube. It really does, especially with the adjustable arms and to get trajectory and things like that.
I think it's actually bullshit, Johnny. I think that is a rocket launcher and he's heading towards Cambodia.
Well, it's either that or it's a giant condom launcher.
Well, the good thing about it,
Jazzy, welcome along.
It is an umbrella holder, and the great thing about it, for most of my plans, it actually works.
It holds up an umbrella? Holds up an umbrella. That's really great.
No, they put their fishing lines in, John.
Oh, I know. In Australia, Steve, we make some wonderful fishing rod holders. Simplicity is always the main thing, and that looks complicated. We just kind of point and put. But we always have a foot pedal on the bottom, to push it in, or, and you just point and hold, The normal Thai umbrella stand is a flat base and a piece of pipe hanging out of it.
Yeah, I think to step up on that. I mean, mine will work on any sort of the ground could be uneven. As long as you can get the spike in somewhere, you're done. But anyway, can I move on? That's what I've been doing. But the
I
reason
would,
is why.
yeah.
I was and
Okay.
after last week's stream, I took the granddaughter fishing for a first go. So at 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, I was trying to get all the gear set up so that when we went on fishing at 6:30, 7, we'd be all set up so we don't mess about on the river bank. And
Yeah.
my eyesight is, I'd say, slightly better than average for a man of my age. But God, did I struggle trying to tie knots and hook and put hooks on and Christ knows what. I haven't been fishing for 5 years.
And you tripped over your guide dog?
Yeah, I managed to set it all up and do it. And then the next day when I sort of recovered, I thought, well, this is ridiculous. You know, I felt sort of ineffective that I couldn't bloody tie a knot. And I worked out, I actually used the reference to Star Wars, and I used the Force. I sort of remembered that when I used to tie knots, I'd never thought about it. I was so used to doing it, my fingers sort of did the work on their own. I'm not saying I'm particularly, gifted or whatever, but it's just like playing the guitar. Muscle memory. And I could tie a knot as I was talking to somebody or watching TV, just like my mother could do knitting as she watched TV. And I tried doing that to see if and it worked straight away. As long as I stopped thinking about it, as long as I stopped using my brain, I could tie not quite as well as I could, when I was 30, 40, whatever. But yeah, so I used Star Wars to help me go fishing. Now, isn't that impressive? And now I can tell. And also, I did speak to Johnny about this in the week, and he said, Steve, you need one of those needle threaders. And I ordered them, Johnny. I think you told me maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. I ordered them. They came from Lasada. I think I got 5 of them for 30 baht. Unfortunately, postage is another 38 baht. It's always 38 baht with Lasada. And those do work. I didn't think it'd be small enough, but yeah, it worked brilliantly. So to thread the hook, to thread the swivel, those little sewing kit things, they're made of very thin aluminium, I guess. Absolutely brilliant. So the fishing, we didn't have a bite all day. But we had fun. I found the most beautiful fishing spot in the world. It's 10 seconds walk from a really popular restaurant. And outside of the restaurant, they do the pork on a skewer. There's another little girl who works whose parents own the restaurant. So the granddaughter had somebody to play with when she got bored with fishing, which was about after 15 minutes. It was splendid. And we're going again tomorrow. So there'll be another fishing story next week. So let's just get rid of that one. Remove from studio. Okay, I've got more, Johnny, but I'm happy for a break.
Well, I just want to, welcome a few people along. Jazzy, welcome. Good to see you, mate. Michael Young. Michael Young is an English gentleman, as you can see from the garden in Kent. Terrific gentleman.
Wow.
Terrific gentleman. Tony Buick, South Australia, another wonderful gentleman, and a good old mate of mine, and I'm so glad that he's dropped by, Steve the Butcher, who's made the trip from shitty England across, and he's having a bit of a holiday in Pattaya. So welcome along, Steve.
Can I say hello to Michael?
Yes,
because
you
Michael, these are, there's probably only me and you that will know this. There's 2 people who come from Kent, and I'm not sure quite what side of the river you have to be born on, but you're either a Kentish lad or a man of Kent. And Michael, I was born in Beckenham, so I'm also from Kent. Michael, are you originally from Kent or you live there now? We don't get back to that. But yeah, man, I can't remember. It's one of these stupid things, you know. If you're born on the north of the river, you're a Kentish lad. If you're born on the south of the river, you're a man of Kent or something like that.
Johnny,
Beautiful part of the world, though.
JJ's arrived.
Yes, I'm just saying hello.
See him there, Steve?
And Michael, I actually, when I up until about the age of 5, I lived in a flat above a furniture store in Beckenham High Street. He's going to know that. He's bound to know where that is. It's a small world, Michael. I wouldn't want to paint it, but it's a small world.
Steve's getting into Steve the Butcher. Terrific bloke.
Another Stephen.
Yeah, well, you know, at one stage we had a whole heap of Johnnies and whatever, but at the end of the day, he is a terrific bloke, and we've known each other for a long, long time, and it's great to see him, you know, back in the land of smiles, having a good holiday, enjoying himself. Well, yeah, his Tony's come out. He was born on the other side of the Torrens River, a cuntish man. I don't think, Tony, you're a terrific bloke, and I'm blessed to know you people. Actually, I really am.
Hey. So the big thing in Australia at the moment is the AFL Grand Final. Did you watch it, John?
Yeah, I did.
Were you rooting for the right side?
Well, the whole part about it is it was already, to my mind, a win because Collingwood weren't playing. They'd been arseholed. So I kind of had the idea that the Brisbane Lions, if we go in history, Brisbane Lions was originally a Melbourne team, and it was bought out and taken to Brisbane. It was originally called Fitzroy. But anyhow, now it's called, in the competitions, called Brisbane Lions, since it went to Australian Football League instead of Victorian Football League. I virtually thought they would win, but I was kind of hoping Geelong would. But realistically, the hierarchy in Geelong and the coach, after today's performance, should be just sacked, the whole lot of them. There quite a few of the team I think will retire because they're sick of being put on a lead and stuff like that, instead of just getting out and playing the bloody game. But the local Indigenous people really did shine out through the whole game on both sides, although Brisbane had a lot more of them, and they are brilliant players. But there was one player from Brisbane. Oh, friggin' hell, was he fast? By the jeez, he was fast on his feet. He probably could have won an Olympic gold medal.
Right. I got internet problems, Johnny.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. For the people who don't understand, Australian rules football is different to your soccer and things like that. It's not the game that Clarkie and I grew up with, and a lot of other older people grew up with. It is a bit different, but when you get to the final series, that's when you really see the people, the players shine out, and strategies come into it. It is really, really a wonderful game. And like I say, Collingwood is a team that you either love them or hate them. I hate them. They're nothing but a pack of whinging pricks. Their ex-captain, that's why it was always they always won, because of the bribery and God knows what. Yeah, it is, Steve. It is a good game.
Well, you know, I mean, John, the Americans love watching it. They're always raving on about it. It's a great game.
It
It's
is
televised live over there in America.
Well, they did one crossover on the television station. There was a hotel in Rome, England, a couple in the USA. You know, just where they had people that got onto them, and they were all following it, which was live TV. To me, that's great.
Yeah.
Can I give you an observation from an English point of view?
Yes.
It's nice. Nice.
It does look like an exciting game, but I'm concerned about the fashion. They have the singlet. I think they're called singlet shirts. You know, the sort of vests.
It's called a jersey or a jumper.
Right. Yeah, but it's a singlet, surely.
No, it's not.
A T-shirt without arms.
Well, some of them wear long sleeves
sleeves.
when in the more colder months. Some of them wear the
That's
long
not what
sleeve
I've seen.
jersey.
Okay, maybe I just get the gay channel, but I've seen them wearing very tight shorts with the singlets, and it does look very gay. No, I'm not saying anything about Australians being gay, but it does look that way. And if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, just saying.
Well, look,
when you look at an English football player, they look like men. They're wearing long, baggy shorts.
You've got a joke. They look like little fucking pansies in a pot, the pack of poofters.
Yeah.
But everybody's kissing and hugging everybody and dry fucking somebody's leg.
They look like a gangbang of the same sex. Yeah.
And let's face it,
Anyway,
most of the English women's side are all men anyway.
that's very true.
No, let's not get into that. Come on. Was it woken? It was like,
No, well, let's just All right, Steve. Paul Hogan. The stubby shorts. That was back in the 70s. Everybody wore the stubby shirt. The blue singlet type of thing. And there was nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the different. That was your normal tradie type uniform. Nowadays, you've got to be dressed up in glitter and gold and make sure everybody sees you, and fuck me. But that was the days when you went to the pub. Men were men, boys were boys, and if you're in New Zealand, sheep were scared.
Steve the Butcher. That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I'm remembering. The Paul Hogan look.
And we used to. We believe me. We used to dress like that. It depended on your trade. Yeah, obviously a welder wouldn't dress like that, but.
Well, Johnny, I'm agreeing. I think you have to be very secure in your manhood and your sexuality to be able to get away with wearing that. No question about it.
Well, I remember when hot pants come in and no blokes I knew wore them.
Yeah, what happened to hot pants? ABBA used to wear hot pants, didn't they? Those were the days when life was good. I think it should be compulsory. Bring back hot pants.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you know,
The
like
Memories
yeah,
of the
when,
way we used to be.
yeah, but when the bikini became a fashion, and the self-righteous were, oh, that's terrible. We still should be wearing the neck to knees thing. Yeah, well, obviously you're an old boiler, and we're the young blokes up on the beach having a look. You know, yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, you
I
just
reckon they're quite
imagine.
manly, the AFL.
Well, the AFL, except for the women's AFL, the women's, which is a, a, a game more based on the old style, because by the geez, some of those girls, they tackle hard and throw each other around. It's a bloody good game. It's better. I actually think it's better than the men's competition.
I've got to
And
agree with you there, John. It's really good when they fall over and things like that. It's really exciting, and to me, it is anyway. I'm a bit sick like that, but I'm a sort of person who'll sit there all day watching the long jump and shit like that, and the high jump with the females. You know,
well, Perrin watches the Ryder Cup,
what's that?
and I don't know what the Ryder Cup is. I said, oh, riders, and I sent him a clip of the Concurry Raider, bull riding thing over the rodeo. So maybe that was a different kind of rider.
Right. Okay, you've twisted my nipple. The Ryder Cup is, in my mind, the best sporting event ever. Let me tell you why. Golf, rather like snooker, is one of these sports that you start off with a ball that's not in motion. And the whole idea of it is to control everything you do to be able to hit this ball as far as you can and as accurately as you can. It takes ridiculous concentration. There's very few, most of the top 100 golfers, you wouldn't be able to watch them and see which one was the best player until it came down to a competition where it really matters, where there's money on it. Steve the Butcher going, yawn. And most golf you watch, well, 99.9% of golf is purely an individual sport. It's all down to one man against the world and concentrate. I mean, story I'm sure you've all heard when Tiger Woods was being trained by his father as a sort of 5 or 6 year old boy. As he was taking his swing, his father would hit a drum in the background to sort of make sure that his son wasn't put off, that he had the concentration to be able to hit the ball perfectly. Now, don't understand, the best golfers do hit the ball better. That they, people who really know what they're doing can look at it and say, nah, he's really got great timing and whatever. But really, it comes down to concentration, individual sport. There's a few exceptions that sort of chat to the crowd. Lee Trevino was by far my favourite. I mean, he was always smiling, had the game in the world, but his swing looked horrible. Apart from at the moment of impact, it looked perfect. Now, let me take this on to the Ryder Cup. The Ryder Cup is ridiculous because it's the only time every 2 years they play as a team. So you've got all these individual guys that spend all their time concentrating on just their game. I think to be a top sportsman, you've got to be pretty selfish anyway. But they spend all their time concentrating on their setup, what they're doing, concentrating on what they're doing. Suddenly you get to the Ryder Cup and they're playing for a team. And the emotions are ridiculous. It's almost like you're throwing a party for 8-year-olds. They go crazy. I mean, just today, it's the first day today. I watched it all last night. Europe up. But I don't even care about that. I'm not. I'm biased. I like golfers from both countries, but they get so worked up because it's the only time in their career where they're playing almost a different sport. And the great thing about it is some of the best players, you know, the Tiger Woods has a very poor Ryder Cup record. Some of the not so good players, you know, the ones that maybe not even won a major, suddenly it's that's what they're good at. And I almost come when I'm watching it. It's just so good. They're so excited. And we've got today's just about starting. Starts in 25 minutes. They tee off for the second day. And then on Sunday is the big day. That's when it's singles. And they all play each other. And the great thing about it is you've got to get 14.5 points to win. One team, Europe or America, could be many points up, but on the singles, it could all change around. And Europe did that a few years back. I can't remember which course it was, but they changed it around. You know, England could, Europe could only lose 3 games out of the, I think there's 12, maybe more. They could only lose 3 games, and they won it. They turned the whole thing round. That's all we look forward to. So if you do tend to look in, I don't really care which one wins, but I just want it to be close on Sunday. That's the important day. And you watch and they follow each other around. Anyway, look, that's my the
Fucking
Cup,
have you ever
the best sport. It's not just good. It's not just good by like, oh, I like that a little bit more than I like rugby. I like football more than I like rugby.
Have you ever thought about euthanasia?
Why would you say that, Johnny?
Watching shit like that, you got to be joking, mate. What about the car racing? What about, you know? What about motorbike racing?
Car racing got nothing to do with the human. Some car racing drivers are slightly better than others, but most of it is engineering. American ones where they go all round an oval for 5 hours is just ridiculous. No point to it at all.
The thing is, there was a very good clip about that. You know, the spectators all go there and they buy their beer and go, oh, yeah, look at that, left turn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I mean, I would. Did you? I know you used to have. I don't know if you still have it because it's very small. Name Speedway riding.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's in the middle of us. Oh well, it's. We still have Speedway. You know, up the road from me, there's still a Speedway.
I'm talking about motorbike Speedway, not car. Motorbike Speedway.
That seems to have dropped off. Well, what we used to call that was the scrambles. It was dirt track racing.
No, it's not that. It's an oval course. And they sort of slide around the bend.
Yeah, that's what we call the scrambles. Well, we used to call the scrambles, which was flat, you know, slightly cambered track, and it was, you know, 4 or 6 laps, and it was just the bikes were started up on the stand. They kicked themselves off the stand, and away they went.
It used to be really big in England, and I know Australians do it because the best guy in England for many years was Australian, and I can't remember his name, but my city had a really good team, you know, a Premiership first division team. He rode for us, and it was a cheap sport, relatively. That's it, Johnny. Oh, I'm impressed.
No, I'm reading Steve the Butcher's comment. Ivan Major. He's
sorry. Yeah, absolutely right. Ivan Major. But it was a great sport. I mean, I used to go as a teenager, 13, 14, 15. And it was a cheap sport to watch. It was good fun. No, I used to love it. It's a shame that it sort of died a death because I mean it was a super sport. Hello, Spoon. Lovely to see you here, sir.
Spoon, how you doing?
Spoony.
You know, the one thing on that, you know, oh shit, you know, we have the speedway cars, and there's quite a few different categories. And then well, when I was younger, I used to be into that kind of shit. You know, interesting.
Right. I'd love to have got involved with motorsports when I was young, but
You remember Kevin Thailand, Mr. Parent? Kevin Thailand, he used to do that stuff. Race around. I saw a couple of videos he did.
what car racing?
Yeah, he was he did car racing, Kevin Thailand.
All right.
He's quite big with it, actually. His own car, sure.
The problem is with it, all those sort of motorsports are expensive unless unless you're. I mean, the reason Lewis Hamilton could succeed was his father owned a garage. So if you've got a garage where you can, so I looked into it when my son was a teenager. It was just so expensive to be any good.
There you go. That's the kind of stuff.
Tires all the time. Yeah, you're reboring the engine every 2 or 3 races.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
And that's not cheap. That's not cheap to do.
No. Unless your father happens to own a garage. I mean, they always say Lewis Hamilton came from a poor background. Well, yes, he did, but he didn't need a lot of money because he made his name in go-kart racing. You don't need a lot of money if your father can say, well, yeah, okay, we need another couple of engines and we'll do my thing. It's a big advantage.
You see what's on the screen, Steve? That's speedway cars.
Yeah, exactly the same as speedway race. I don't think Steve the Butcher may tell me. I don't think speedway for motorbikes was banked at all. I seem to remember it being flat, but I could be remembering wrong. I just don't remember it being banked, but it could be. And the great thing about it was when you first went there as a kid, you stood on the corners because there was no, strange enough, on the bends, there was nobody standing there. There's loads of room, you could see. And of course, all the gravel and shit would get sprayed up at you on the bends. And you'd be pulling gravel out of your pockets for the next week. It was so funny. And it was also a sport that girls liked. You know, if you went to watch a football match, you rarely got any women there to sort of chat to. You know, I'm talking about being a 12, 13-year-old lad when the only thing you think about is women, girls, whatever. You never got girls going to football matches then. But they all went to Speedway.
Look, Steve, when I was growing up, the car racing was a big thing in Australia. It still is, actually. We had the Bathurst 5000 and stuff like that. That's why some of our cars were the fastest in the world, because Australians loved their car sports. And it used to go on and on. And there was so many of them. We had some great drivers and stuff like that. But, yeah.
This is it, Donnie. Isn't that cool?
That is a clip of the Australian 2025 title.
2025, so they're still doing it. That is fantastic. Good. What you see? There's about 150 people. There's about 150 people watching it.
Yeah, but I tried it when I was younger, and it wasn't for me. I preferred the sidecar races, but yeah.
Yeah. That's there was motor racing was a big sport in Australia. Well, it probably still is, but it was huge, you know. Yeah.
You know, like when I grew up, there was that many speedway. You know, like people just for a bit of fun, they'd put a few bars in an old junker car, and it was a family thing. G'day, Dave Walker. How you doing, mate? Haven't seen you for a while. Welcome along. You know, the thing is, it was a family thing. It was all made up out of bits and pieces of rubbish, you know, not high budget stuff, but it was all about family. It's dropped off because of a lot of g'day Trent, how you going? Welcome. It's dropped off here because of the dollars and cents, you know, sponsorships, all those kind of things. That mum and dad and the kids and, you know, steal a bit of the shopping budget type thing had gone from it. But it was always a good, you know, Saturday night or a Sunday. But the garage I worked for when I first started off, when I was a young fellow, they had a car and a bit of backing and a whole heap of people that, you know, wanted to see it win, and it did. It did very, very well. But every second race we'd be rebuilding the motor, and I'm happy to say I'd rebuilt many of the motors for that car, and they performed. But after two, you know, you never did rebuild it the third time because it was bored out as far as it could go. It was everything was done to it. You know, you'd take out the good bits and throw it in the bin and get another block and start from scratch again.
I don't really get this NASCAR thing, mate. How could you get in a car and go in a fucking circle all fucking day? I'm in a complete circle. Nothing exciting happens. I mean, occasionally they have a crash or something, but I think they have smaller wheels on the left-hand side or something, don't they? So they just don't have to turn the fucking steering wheel.
Well, the thing is with the dirt track, like Australian dirt track with the speedway cars, you know, they've got bigger tyres on the right hand side, their wind scoops and all that kind of stuff. V8 motors in something that's 6 foot long. There's no gearbox. There's a sequential diff where they you know. And you know, you're riding a rocket sled on rails to it, or not even on rails, really. But it's a good sport, but you've got to be into it, and you're talking big money.
Yeah, well, let's get back to the cars, John. The how they used to do it in my day, they'd have to produce 500 cars, whether they be V8 or whatever, and they had to produce those cars to enter them in what we used to call Bathurst, which was the big one. Okay,
oh yes.
So this was a car you could actually buy, and they you know did shit to them. They took seats out and shit, but that's okay. But that's why we had Australian cars were so fucking fast. They were faster than the Yankee tanks.
Yeah,
that was our thing over in Australia.
Small cars, big horsepower, and the dealers always said, win on the Sunday, sell them on the Monday.
We had what was that? The Tirana. What's that?
The A9X or the XU?
Yeah, the you know, the English one that they rave on about very fast. I can't remember the name of it offhand. Well, this Tirana had V8s in it. I mean, for fuck's sake, and it had a big V8 in it too. And Tuesday today, hammer. Then you got the Phase 3 or Phase 4, was it Falcon?
Yeah, the Phase 3.
That was the fastest production car in the world at the time. I had to make 500 of them.
Yeah. Well, Chrysler kind of got pushed out of the race because that was when they bought in the Canadian motors, and they didn't enter the race, and the production cars were all bought by the New South Wales Highway Police, and they were the fastest things around in this. They were scary, stupid, But then, as the race progressed and dollars and cents and all the rest of it, the Ford Sierra.
That's the one. That's the one.
That was up against V8s, and it was only a 4-cylinder motor.
Yeah. Well, the Ford Sierra, the Tirana's about the same size, I think, isn't it? They're the same size.
I think the
Tirana
was a little bit bigger, like that
Jesus,
frame. But,
interesting.
Oh yes, Dave Walker, the Tickfords, and I tell you what, the Codsworth were nothing to be shunned about either in the days. Motor vehicles and motorcycle were like. I don't know if I was. Well, I must have been lucky because I'm still alive, but I owned a Mach 3 500 Kawasaki. And to ride one of those motorbikes, you had to have God on your side because, they were, they were a very powerful machine. G'day, South. How you doing, mate? The XU1, yeah. I wasn't really a Holden fan. I know that Stephen is a Holden fan.
No, you weren't a Holden fan, John. You just preferred the Valiant, didn't you?
I did.
I'm a Holden fan, and I don't hate the Valiant, but I'd prefer a Holden. I'd actually prefer a Ford, actually. Much better car.
Well, I didn't mind Fords when Chrysler pulled out. I always had a I liked the Ford, and quite a few people I knew around tradies bought them, but that was in the day. So they were buying the Phase 3, GTHO. And I had that 500 motorcycle. I'd ride down the highway and give him a little kick in the door and say, doesn't this thing go? Oh, fucking hell. It's a wonder I'm still.
It's all gone now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It is.
No, all the cars, the Chrysler, the Ford, even the Leyland. They were fucking great cars, produced actually in Australia and designed in Australia, and yeah, they were fucking. We had some really good cars here, but
the Leyland. What happened? The Leyland P76 got out into the real world, and they bought out to head towards the big race was the 47V, which they crushed, and the whole lot of them just destroyed Leyland. They just destroyed the company. They just fucked them over. Yeah,
they did, John.
Jürgen,
great car.
Stephen used to work on the assembly line of T-model Fords.
There you go. Yeah, restoration.
Yeah, he used to put the seats in.
Yeah.
And he had a hardware shop down the road because he only put 3 bolts out of the 4 in. Oh well, that's it, South. You're in Australia. It hasn't always been. Well, when Chrysler pulled out, but I remember the Bathurst when they had the Mini Coopers running in amongst everything that everything that was within the criteria of the race all ran on the same track at the same time. Now they've turned it into more like the Americans, and it's friggin' boring. It's just bullshit. They've stuffed it as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it was exciting days, mate.
Oh, shit, yeah.
We used to get a slab of beer and start in the afternoon. I can't remember now. And you sit there with your slab. I'll get another slab about halfway through it.
Leo from Freo.
There he is. The man.
G'day, mate. How you doing? Ground
Yeah,
control.
that's correct, JG. They're Opel Vauxhall. That's what they call them over there.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah.
Germans.
I remember
the Germans.
when I went to Ukraine. I'm not going to talk about Putin. Went to Ukraine. They had the Commodore there, right? Same Commodore we had the VB. It was a world car. It was a world design. Okay, so we had them in Australia. We put V8s in them and 6 cylinders. They didn't do that in Europe. So I'm sitting at the thing there and looking at this thing, and it's got a 4-cylinder in it. And I said, "Oh yeah, we got them in Australia. We put V8s in them." Oh bullshit! You're nasty. You know, called me an idiot and shit like. So I pulled out a few photos. And Jesus Christ, well, they didn't know we put V8s in them. But anyway,
Yeah, Jurgen, the Opel. Because General
Right.
would put it this way: at the end of the day, General Motors, GM US,
That's right.
was Holden in Australia. You know, it was General Motors Holden. They got into bed with Opel, and what they produced with it wasn't really the Commodore. It was another model, but it was a piece of shit. It was an engineering disaster.
What's that?
Oh, that when they put the Opel motors in the bloody the
VB.
Barinas or some fucking thing like that. But
Oh yeah, that was that. Look, that was the I was there at the time, John. That was the experimental motor. That was a world motor, and it was disposable. So you'd buy the motor cheap, and you just replace it. So you didn't have to really fix it. It didn't fucking work. You know, the whole thing was fucked.
Yeah.
And
I know.
they put them in the VB Commodore, which was okay. It takes a 4-cylinder, but it just had no guts. And then they'd put it in the Tirana we were talking about before, which had no guts. That was the worst thing Holden ever did, was bring out that fucking Opel motor. Then they brought out a 6-cylinder. Oh, well, I'll speak in Australia now. They brought out the red motor. They chopped 2 cylinders off the front of it. That was even worse.
You know, General Motors made a lot of bad decisions, but you know, like South was just saying, you know, the SS Monaro, a nice looking car.
Yeah.
You know, I had an E30, an E40, E34, 40 track 6-pack Charger. The only reason I sold that is wife, kids. You know, and then ended up with a fucking station wagon. It was a fucking Holden too, which I didn't really like. Yeah, it was.
Do you know over here in Thailand they've got the bloody the chargers and shit over here if you're quick enough?
Yeah,
a lot of Valiant over here. Oh, what a surprise over here. All made in Australia.
There would be, you know, just driving around this area, you know, just go down the shop, you know, down the supermarket to get some. There would be at least once a month. I think the common name is barn find. You see a lot of Valiants, Holdens, all that kind of stuff, all getting plucked out of the farms and God knows what. It's been in sheds for squillions of years type of thing.
But look, if you're over in Thailand, John, you just type in Holden, you'll see all the old barn finds. Serious. Most of them have got 4-cylinder diesels in them, but, well, you know, you can't get a red motor over here. But there's some really good finds here. You know, there was a Monaro I was nearly going to buy. I should have bought the bloody thing. He wanted 100,000 for it. I don't know what it's worth now. Geez, that was about 7 years ago when I used to do some shit with Kev. We went to a place and he had a fucking Monaro sitting there. Jesus, that's worth $500,000 fucking dollars now. Anyway, never mind.
Oh, you know, look, life always throws a curveball. Like I said, with my Charger, I love that car, and it was my daily driver as well. Between that and the motor,
they are over here if you can find one.
Well, I wouldn't even be interested in one. You know.
Nostalgia.
Oh, look, I can watch a video or whatever, you know, and I've got my own memories of them. But when like I say, in realism, looking back, it's got me stuffed down. I'm still alive.
Well, we all suffer from that, Johnny. But
You know, like that freaking motorbike is all it wanted to do was kill me. And the Charger wasn't much different either.
So what's happening? We've got a storm there in Thailand, have we? It's absolutely pissing down over here. I mean, this is all Cambodia's fault. They're attacking us again.
Well, actually, that's an interesting subject, Mr. Clark and Mr. Perrin and Kat. The border conflict, let's call it that. You know, it's the thing is, I think there's a lot of jealousy there. Thailand actually gets a good amount of fairly good quality people in. I'm not saying everyone, but you know, like and long-staying people and people that do the right thing. Cambodia got a few, and if you go back years ago, like places like Sihanoukville were absolutely, you know, it was like going back 100 years ago. The beach and the way everything was, and it was cheap, and it was good. A lot of people went and spent a lot of money. Along came the Chinese, and it was tough. Welcome, Leo. Come on, Leo from Trio. Just turn your camera. Just turn your camera off. Just use what's the name? Well, Snoop. Yeah, how's that, Snoop Dogg? Hello.
No, he's not there.
Get your stuff worked out, mate. No, it was wonderful, and yes, it wasn't over. You know, it wasn't abused, and there was a lot of people that went there. But
you're back on the border, yeah. Yeah.
When the government of Cambodia shook hands with the Chinese, you know, the railway went through, which was on the way to Vietnam, and they went into Sihanoukville and just dozed everything, told everybody to piss off, and turned it into Little China, and half of it wasn't finished because China started having problems with money and all the rest of it. That's criminal. The whole part about it is Cambodia is jealous of Thailand, and they go back to, oh, that used to be whatever. Well, that was then, this is now. As far as resources, they don't really have a lot. And they're trying to claim a border of, you know, when Christ was played pullback for Jerusalem. It's a load of bullshit. Their government there is corrupt. It's always been corrupt. They're a pack of scumbags. And their good buddy in Thailand's in jail. Funny about that. He's finally starting to pay for what he did. And people seem to forget about what he did. He sent banks broke, which took the mum and dad's money. A whole lot of that, you know. The thing about Cambodia is there's a lot of jealousy there, And because of the governments and changes in Thailand, they're no longer getting any feedback. So that's why. And as far as the so-called what would you call it, a shrine or whatever, it's fucking Hindu. It's not Buddhist. It's not anything. It's Hindu. And they say, oh, that's on our soil. Well, the whole part about it, the mapping out was done by, I don't remember exactly, it was either the French or the Dutch.
French.
Yeah, the French. Because the French had a big thing. That's where Vietnam started off from. The Vietnamese told the French to fuck off. It's our country. The US said, oh, well, I think we can have a bit of that. Well, they found out they can't. But the whole part about it is the Cambodians, then Pol Pot come into Cambodia. Oh, that really worked well. And then you've got the mongrels that you got now. Yeah. And people are gonna die over it because of a fuckwit. The people in Cambodia, you want to stand up, tell your government to go fuck themselves, and you'll be fine. End of comment.
Right. Yeah. Do you know the actual territory belongs to Cambodia?
That's debatable. You go back to which map?
Yeah, it was no clear map, but the temple is theirs, or what do they call them? Fucking whatever. It is theirs.
Oh.
And who's the World Heritage or something gave it? I don't know. United Nations gave it to Cambodia, and Thailand wouldn't give it away.
No, well, they don't, because they refer to this map, that map, that map, that map.
Yeah.
But the whole part about it was, I think after the Second World War and shit like that, there was lines drawn in the sand, and that was it. They're like China. Oh, once upon a time we had the whole fucking world there. Bullshit. Once upon a time,
the whole thing
Thailand owned everything too in the whole, virtually whole Southeast Asia. That was Thailand. And
they
then
didn't get it, mate. They fucking took it.
And then you go back to, you go back to Genghis Khan. Yeah, well, who's who in the zoo?
Look, the whole thing is they should withdraw, both the military should withdraw from the area and let the people live in peace that would live there and crossed over into their part and the Thai crossed over to their part. There was no fucking problem. But, they're attacking, the militaries are fighting, not the people. And just get the fucking militaries out of the fucking area and it'll be fine. When I went up there, about 6-7 years ago, there was military everywhere on the Thai side. There's fucking roadblocks and blah, blah. And I don't know who the aggressor is, but yeah, they wanted to get the military out of there.
It is Cambodia. But like I say, I don't remember the mongrel's name that runs Cambodia. He should be in a cell right beside his old mate, Thaksin, and then they can play cards or Monopoly and see who wins the fucking world or whatever. They're both the same kind of scum.
Yeah.
I've got no problems about it. There's a lot of people won't go to Cambodia any longer. All they've done is fuck themselves up. I listened to a video the other day, and it was a person that actually said they do a lot of research and whatever. Anyhow, another knucklehead. And
the International Court of Justice decided in 1962 in favour of Cambodia. They own it, and Thailand won't give it to them.
Well, it depends on which way you read it, but as far as the decline of tourists in Thailand, the decline of tourists actually in Southeast Asia, if you really want to get into it, money comes into it. It's more expensive to live in the Western world than it used to be. The countries, their economies have come up, so their exchange rates aren't as great as they used to be. So at the end of the day, the scumbags that used to come are not there anymore because they can't afford to leave their own neighbourhoods. And you know, if you look at, there's been decline in tourism into Southeast Asia for a lot of years, and people want to point the finger at whatever. It's purely economic, and the whole part about it is, if you ask a Thai about tourism or anything like that, they just go, I don't know. And you say, well, what about the exchange rates? And they go, well, a baht's a baht. I don't care. It's very simple. The person on the street, they make their money off predominantly by providing goods and services to their own. The tourist is a bonus.
Interesting. I think time and space.
Johnny, do you want to know what else I've been doing this week? Look like there's a rolling conversation there. Okay.
Well,
give me a second. I was just checking. Video file. I'm just going to put this up there, Johnny. Just leave it until I do my intro. Okay. The other thing I do all the time now, I'm still addicted to YouTube Shorts, but I'm far more addicted now to the Kickstream. There's a particular New Zealand guy I really like.
Do you want me to add this?
Say again?
Do you want me to add it?
Not yet. No. Give me a minute. This is a story I've been watching for about the last 3-4 months. It's run by a guy called Shuvi, who is 19 years old, on the spectrum for autism or whatever. But he's quite easy to watch because he's so dumb. But on other things, he really understands how streaming works. And my only evidence of that is he's 19 years old. He's been streaming for a year. Excuse me. Streaming for a year, and he's earning about $100,000 a year, which is just ridiculous.
Wow.
And his idea was to buy for content to interest people. He would buy a small sailing boat and sail it from I'm not quite sure in America, New Jersey to Miami. And the interesting thing I never knew, I'm quite interested in saying, you can go the whole way, almost 90% down that coast without ever leaving what they call the inland water system or the inland water canals or whatever. So you've got land on both sides of you. He tried it and got sort of halfway, then he had to go to court for something he's done, but it's just teenagers doing dumb stuff. And I confess I watch it because I'm interested in sailing, obviously. And I hate to say this, but I shout at them and say, no, that's not the way the sail should go. You're thinking they're flags, whereas sails are, in effect, you're trying to replicate an aeroplane wing. That's how you set the sails up, so that the forces of the wind turn your boat on the water into an aeroplane. It's just taking you horizontally rather than up in the air. But I'm watching it, and it's so good. I show this video only because these guys really have no idea. And I said this to you, Johnny, the other week. The reason they're so successful at it is because they're waiting for something bad to happen. If you and I bought a boat, and he's actually bought, credit to him, he's bought a decent boat. It's got outboard, it's got petrol engines, which is always risky. And that's the other thing. They've got canisters of petrol all over the boat. Oh dear. Anybody that sails, you hate petrol on a boat. You know, one spark, one thing, and the whole thing's going up.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course you
can. Do any of them smoke cigarettes? Or other combustible?
Yeah, I think they're all smoking what I'd call ganja or cannabis or whatever. But I'm not, to be fair, I've not seen them smoke on the boat. But they all seem stoned. They've all got no idea. But that's the point. That's why he does a live stream and he gets anything between 1,500 and 2,000 viewers for he does about 6 or 8 hours stream. And the other thing about it is they although these guys aren't young, you know, they're 30. The two guys he's got working on the boat, he's now under house arrest. He can't leave his house. So he's employed 2 buddies to take the boat down to Miami. And he just tells them to do online. I mean, he's got no idea. Can't remember where I was going with that, but they have no idea. But that's, I was going to repeat the story I told you, Johnny. If you and I, Johnny, bought a boat and said, we've got a month off, let's take the boat down from New Jersey to Miami, we'd just have a lovely time. There'll be no disasters. There'll be no chaos. The boat, and they keep the boat like a teenager keeps his bedroom. That's a great thing. You know, there's rubbish everywhere. There's mold everywhere. And it started off, because I remember, it started off as a decent boat. I thought, wow, he's done. I think it only cost him $4,000 for the boat, which is very decent price, I think, for what he's got. And it looked okay. You know, everything about it looked good. I don't know if he had a couple of, and this is where it's going to come. He had a couple of outboard engines. And this is relevant to the video you're going to watch. A couple of outboard engines. I don't know if he had to pay for that, and he's got a good dinghy on there. Everything about it is lovely. And as I say, if Johnny and I did it, it would just be a plain sailing. Exactly, plain sailing down the road. We'd stop off, have a nice beer, meal, whatever, and it would be no content. These guys are doing, and they hit sandbanks, they hit other boats, they hit bridges. But okay, Johnny, show the video to give an idea of what I'm talking about.
All right.
We literally almost just capsized. Hey, what happened? Lock it. Okay. Pull it. Yeah. Bro, we need to put.
We've got to concentrate on that little black thing in the corner there.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
that generator definitely fell already. I'm surprised the Starlink is still plugged in.
Bro, this is retarded. We just lost the
Oh my god.
Oh, well.
Oh my god.
No way. Bro, no.
All right, well, that's coming out of their paycheck.
No. Gotta get up. We gotta get ready.
That's literally coming out of their paycheck. I don't give a. Minus $1,000.
That's $1,000 outboard. Just gone. Because they couldn't be asked to clamp it on or tie it on.
Put the sails away. The boat's gonna sink. This is it. This is actually it. It's GG. The boat is gonna sink. They need to
and
put
that
the sails
water
away right now.
It's so calm. It's flat. We get more waves than the Serpentine in England.
Bro, it doesn't matter, bro. Bro, is this the stream? Yeah. What's the stream one? This one. Get the stream going, bro.
Where's the outboard
The
gone?
sails away. Put the
Sure, he
sails
was
away.
here
They'll
last
make you
time I
tilt
looked.
more.
Damn it. Put the stream on.
Put the sails away.
Relax, bro. Shuvi.
Yes, hello. Put the sails away when you guys hit the bottom. They're gonna tilt you more.
Turn it around, dude.
Oh yeah,
Cowboy,
you're not
tell
seeing
Cowboy
this
to look at
video, but
Navionics.
just
You guys
after
are
this,
heading into
they
shallow
hit
water. You need to
another
go
Sandman.
left.
Here, Shuvi. Hell, bro. This way. This way. You're trying. It's a runner. Yo, fuck. It's a runner, man. I can't find the center of the wind.
What's that about a 16 foot or something like that?
Yo.
I would guess 25.
No, well, it's
not
got a
bad.
keel on it.
In my dreams, I've even thought, wow, that's a nice boat. I wouldn't mind it. It's okay. It unfortunately, it's outboard engines and petrol. Nobody who sails likes petrol on a boat. It's horrible, but it's a decent boat. I like it.
Well, you
Anyway,
know,
that's gone.
well, we'll put it this way. It's no different to the series we had on television, An Idiot Abroad, is it?
Yes, yeah. But no, it is different. I'll tell you why it's different. I think the Idiot Abroad was genuine.
Oh, yes,
I
it
don't-
was.
I think what Carl, is it Carl? The
Carl
main
was his name, yes.
Yeah, I think Carl was genuinely didn't want to do it. And I think it was sort of, no, I guess, you know, we'll pay you $100,000 to do it. And he said, yeah, okay, I'll do it. But I think it was very genuine. I think some of this is not quite so genuine. And to them credit, these youngsters really do know how to generate content. I'm not talking about going the Johnny Somali way or the Vitali way. I think that's totally ridiculous and whatever. But they sort of understand. I mean, look, they're not trying to make, although I love it because I find it very funny. Then I'm not their audience. You're not their audience. They're looking at 14, 15-year-old boys that have no responsibilities, nothing, you know, and they're just looking for fun. But they're very good at doing that. And I do take my hat off to them. I think, well, you're 19 years old. You're on the spectrum of autism, but you found a way to earn $100,000 a year. More power to you. I don't begrudge him it at all. I really don't. And I think they all know that it's going to be a short lifespan, but the next generation will be better, cleverer, whatever. But no, more power to him. Anyway, that's my next thing. I got many more, Johnny, but you cut. Whatever you're into, we'll go with. Yes, JG, they have taken the those streams, but no, they're not. They're not taking those guys into jail. I think the guy like Shuby there, although he's under house arrest. How can I put it? The good thing about Shuby is he's not. Sorry, my mic played up. I don't think you can hear me, JG. I'm just saying, yeah. I think, like in life, there are some that really take advantage and are really cunts, like Johnny Somali, the Vitali guy, and they are definitely cooked. I don't think people like this Shuby guy that's running this boat. I don't think they're cooked. I think they sort of understand how it's working. And I'm not saying they're clever for doing it. I think they've just got because of the autism, because they're on the spectrum, they sort of understand how it works. Just like you can get somebody with autism who could paint you a perfect landscape. I think that's where they are. They sort of understand better than you and I. No, I don't think they're idiots, JG. I really don't. I think they're focused on one thing only, to get content for their stream. Doesn't matter what it is. They don't want it illegal. Okay. I don't think so. I think Shuby should be locked. I mean, he is locked. He's under house arrest at the moment. But what I like about him, he's not full of himself. You can just see that he doesn't really quite. I tell you, the thing that got me the other day, he said, just to show how innocent the guy is, because he's under house arrest. Oh, no, it's not called house arrest, is it? It's called, you're tagged. You can't leave your house and you do community service every day. I don't know what that's called in America. But anyway, that's the situation he's in. He's ordering food in and he's looking at a menu. Lamb. What's lamb? Is lamb pork? I've never had it. I'd like to try it. Is lamb pork? And he's asking the chat, is lamb pork? That shows you the level of his understanding of the world. But on the other side of that spectrum, man, does he know how to attract the youngsters into his stream. And I'm going to finish on that. I'm not sticking up for him. I'm not saying he's morally right or a nice man or anything. I'm just saying he understands the world better than us old cunts. That's my point. Understands the world of streaming better than us old cunts. And it all goes silent. Hope you left me all alone. It's all right, I got another one. I can't hear anybody. Is it just me? JG, can you hear anybody else or not hear me? Can you hear me, mother? Can you hear me, South? Not once for yes, twice for no. All right, so you can hear me, so it's okay. The other two must have thought, this is so fucking boring. Let's go and have a cigarette together. Which is fair enough. But unfortunately, I can't present anything without Johnny being there. But I'm going to set up the next one. So when he comes back, if I've still got a voice here, which one are we going to do now? Yeah, we do that. Video. Image file. Right. There we go. Okay, South. Over. We're ready for the next. You might. I think you came in late. You missed my concept of my bit on this channel. In that we all talk about it as a virtual bar, but in most virtual bars, you don't talk about serious stuff. In most real bars, sorry, you don't talk about serious stuff. You talk about stupid stuff. So that's my goal. The more mundane, trivial, pointless, minimal, whatever. That's my target. They used to call it I hate the word back in the day, and that's another subject. I hate the way the world has changed my language. And we'll probably leave this for next time. But I hate the fact that now that people don't say, can you show me some evidence of this? They say, show me the receipts. It's just bad English. Show me receipts. Well, no, I want evidence. Evidence is a good word. Show me receipts is when you take the jacket back or the dress back that you didn't want. Yeah, show me that. Can you show me your receipt? I hate the way the world's changing. I hate my language being changed without me getting a say in it. I'll tell you another one I hate, which then all the youngsters now, because I'm in with the youth, Politicians now say, they don't say, I'm going to be honest with you now. They say, I'm not going to lie. That's before they say anything to make a point. They say, I'm not going to lie to you. Well, I didn't expect you to lie to me in the first place. Why would you say that?
Mr. Perrin, do you want that?
Yeah.
You want that put up?
Okay, we're ready. Oh, no, hold fire, Johnny. You talk for a bit. I'm going to go for a cigarette. I've just done 5 minutes on my own. But no, I hate that that expression of I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's a horrible way to start a conversation. I'm not going to lie to you, but I don't need to tell you that. Okay, I'll do this. I'll do this one, and I go. I go for a cigarette. What was I going to do? Hold on.
You were going to go for a cigarette.
No, this is a lot. It's too long a one, Johnny. I'm going to go for a cigarette now.
Yep. All right.
I'll be back in a bit.
I'd just like to welcome along Debs. Now,
Sorry, John, it's my dinner.
oh, all right. Anyhow, welcome, Debs. You know, the one thing about us, you know, in my life, if anybody says, "Oh, you can trust me," yeah, you know, there must be a used car salesman. We know where that goes. But the whole part about it is life's to be enjoyed, not endured. Now, a comment back earlier on, Steve the Butcher talking about the Philippines, and I typed in an answer. You know, I wouldn't. You know, like Steve's not a young bloke. That doesn't matter at all. Philippines have got some wonderful nature in that, but the whole part about it is it's over 4,000 islands. There's a lot of travel involved, and in between that, there's a lot of scammers you got to navigate. It's and because you're a foreigner, you will be, you know, led down the garden path. Let's say that. Thailand's not so bad. Cambodia's not too bad. Laos not too bad. Vietnam, well, a little bit the same, but yeah, you're already a young bloke, Steve. But you know, like as far as there's some wonderful stuff, and I'd like to go back there and just do a one more trip, you know, just to catch up on a few things that I missed out on for the years that I went over there. But I just couldn't be bothered. I do like Thailand, and there's a lot of places I haven't seen there yet. And yeah, like Pattaya and different, you know, in Bangkok to a certain extent, you know, the tourist areas, you're gonna get screwed over a bit. Some of it's negligible, but yeah, you're right, Steve. You're right, but it's 1 in 100, and I really mean that, to be 1 in 100. I think if you're really looking for really attractive women, it doesn't matter worldwide. You know, there's 1 in a million, but the one you want to, you know, set up house with, are 1 in a million too. And that's from experience. And I think Clark here backed that one up. But the whole part about it, traveling opens your eyes. And you know, Indonesia, I wouldn't go to Indonesia, not even interested in it. And there's a reason for that because of their cultural things. Barley's been stuffed for years because of as far as Australia goes, it was always the long weekend place, you know. And it's just full of idiots. And instead of intrepid travellers years ago, it's just, like I say, full of the long weekend Karens and, you know, all that crap. I wouldn't even be interested in Bali any longer. You've got, as far as Australia goes, you've got PG, Nauru, New Caledonia. Although that's French influence. But you go to where you're comfortable. That's the real part about it. And you do want value for money. Because especially when you're a little bit older, it's you need a bit of value for money because your income's been impacted. You know, you can't do what you could do when you were 20 or 30. And as far as new generations, you know, with what contents and that they're putting out there, it's satisfying the idiocies or whatever, but you know they're only there for 6 months and that's it. Then they've got to think about, oh shit, I got a real job. I earned this money and I pissed it up against the wall. Well, then the reality hits, doesn't it? But you know, where you are, Steve, Paddy, is whatever you're looking for, you can find it.
Yeah, but there's many different things on many different rocks.
Yeah, the whole thing about it is, you know, I like up country because it's kind of easier going. Although there's probably more. Sorry, Stephen.
It's very cheap up here. I mean, I just bought some noodles for 40 baht. You probably cost you about 80 or 60, probably 60 or 70. The people are all friendly. I mean, the bad part of it, not many people speak pidgin English, but that's okay. Get by for the point of things. They've got these ones with many translated now, but anyway, so you're coming up. I mean, I've got a fantastic room for 5,000 a month, you know, and it's just incredible. And you can get a whole house, like 3-bedroom, 2-toilet house up here for renting. It's about 8,000-9,000 a month. Now to buy a house up here, it costs you about just over 1,000. That's a 3-bedroom, two bathroom house, new. So value for money is, you know, out in the countryside. Yeah, I miss him too, Steve. Yeah, yeah, good mate of mine. But anyway, that's the thing. You get it. Well, they get excited. It's not usually my friends. I'll go to the bars. I'll go to the Aussie bars. I'll go to the sexy bar. You know. So yeah, it's doing patio. It's a good spot, but still the value for money. Going to Thailand, you look what your country's like. I mean, how much a bowl of noodles in London, geez, that doesn't take you back about 15, 20 fucking dollars or something, wouldn't it? At 10 times in now. The price of cigarettes, that's about $2.50 a pack, I think. Even $38 in Australia. And so, plenty of value for money. You know, the price of taxis and you know, accommodation and the food, what's basically the main thing. It's actually quite well in Thailand, I'm imagine.
You know, it well, each to their own to a certain extent, and everybody wants some continuity and serenity. I'm not saying, Paddy, you can't find that, but you'd have to get out of the main drag, Yeah, actually, Kev showed us a lot. I believe he was a bloody good bloke.
He was a very good bloke.
And unfortunately, I didn't get to meet him. I wish I had it. But, you go back to those days, it goes back to the old thing, jealousy and fuck all the rest.
In old days, John, there used to be quality in the JJ's backstage. There used to be quality in the YouTube videos. Now it's just fucking garbage. It really is fucking garbage.
Well, welcome, Jürgen. The whole part about we all see stuff on our feed, and 20-year-old bloke telling us, "Oh, look at this and look at that." Well, yeah, good on you. A lot of crap that really I'm not interested in. But it's just one of those things that my life, what I do in Thailand is different, slightly different to Steve and Stephen and Andy and a lot of people. But the one thing about what I kind of do suits me. So how you been, Jake?
I've been good. Work.
Oh, all that work makes Jay a dull boy.
You know how it is. There is no rest for the poor.
Well, if you want to make a quid, you work. Or you can do something stupid and go on to kick.
I haven't been checking out Kick for, I don't know how many months.
I watched. I've watched a little bit of it. I know Mr. Perrin watches quite a bit of it.
I mean, it's getting better. It isn't like when they started and there were only fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Other real people are getting into Kick, and one of the reasons is they pay larger streamers a lot of money compared to Twitch and YouTube. Holy shit.
JG, even average streamers, the sort of league that Cheap Charlie's in, even the league that Cheap Charlie's in, are earning $20 to $100 an hour while they're streaming. That's cool money.
It's insane the money Kick pushes out to streamers. It's insane.
Well, just imagine if you were. That's what frustrates me so much about Cheap Charlie. Because I think everybody knows that I like the guy, and I think he's cool. But
he's boring as fuck.
Such an opportunity wasted with a huge.
I find him boring, Steve. I really do. Having fucking breakfast, I watched.
Stephen, that's irrelevant. Doesn't matter. If he's got 300 people watching him all day long, which he could easily achieve, he's getting $20 a day minimum, $20 an hour minimum. So you stream for 12 hours, you're getting $240 a day. That's decent money for anybody in the world. And that is only the start.
It's still good money for sure, but Sheep Charlie is still a fucking knob.
Well, yeah, but that's
So I don't watch it because it's so fucking boring.
That's a subjective view. Doesn't matter. It's the numbers that matter. It's a maths game. As long as they are genuine viewers, he would get that sort of money. And I get so frustrated when I see he does one stream for 12 hours and he has 5 days of holiday. And I think, no, come on, you've got to do. Right, I'll shut up.
Consistency.
Doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter whether you think it's boring or the best streamer in the world. It's a numbers game. And on Kick, if you're getting 2, 3, 4, 500 viewers, then Kick gives you the option to get, well, I can't remember what they called it, but it basically you're paid by the hour. As long as your viewers
Perrin,
by the hour.
My point is, imagine if he made interesting streams. Imagine how much money he would make. That's my point.
It's still subjective. It's down to what you think's interesting.
Come on, it isn't subjective. He does the same shit every stream. There is no difference. You can fucking watch a stream from 5 years ago and compare it to a stream from yesterday, and it will be about the same.
If you don't like it, you won't watch. That's the thing. That's why it's subjective.
That's my point. That's my point.
No, JJ, you're missing the point of subjective and objective. If he gets 300 viewers, doesn't matter whether he puts a camera at a wall and watches paint dry, makes no difference. As long as he's getting 300 viewers, it's
but
okay.
My point is, if he didn't do that crappy streams and did real streams, he have all the opportunities that can ever be handed to anyone to do great streams. But he decides to do a stream from a coffee shop eating fucking cookies, or he is in his apartment.
Okay, you're still missing the point.
Imagine, listen, Perrin.
No. He still gets the viewers. You're still being subjective when you should be objective. He still gets the viewers. Doesn't matter what he's doing.
My point.
And if you disagree with me, you go out.
You don't listen, Perrin.
Is go out and do the same thing. Stop talking over me. All you have to do is go out and do the same thing.
You talk over me all the fucking time.
Now you interrupt me.
There we go, Johnny.
Well, in the left corner, wearing the brown, weighing in at 2 pound fucking and sixpence, is JG, and in the right hand corner, weighing about 5 pound 10, in the red drapes is Mr. Perrin. Box on.
I would just say I do love arguing with JG because by tomorrow he's forgotten everything. JG doesn't hold a grudge. He loves having an argument, and the next day's, hello, Perrin. Lovely to see you, mate. And that's why JG is a semi-cool guy. Not super cool. Semi-cool.
Oh, thank you.
There's no judgment. He never... I don't think I've ever heard JG say, I remember what you said to me last Thursday, Steve. JG never does that because let's face it, his brain isn't quite working well, so he forgets what happened last Tuesday. No, I'm joking, mate. But no, you don't, JG. I think you forget. I think you love arguing, but the next day you forget everything, which is the best way to be. It's just a virtual bar. We're having a chat. I'm the clever one. You're the idiot. And we both understand that. And it works well. I think it works well together.
I'm going to start up the stream next week, guys. And I'm going to get 400 people watching every week and about 3,000 fucking comments. Might cost me a couple of bucks, but I'll look fucking good though. Honestly, Mr. Perry, do you really think he's got 300 people watching his streams? I know the guy very well. He arrived when me and Kevin would do it, and he arrived with 10,000 subscribers, and he was getting 500 people watching just absolute shit. And something doesn't add up, and it just doesn't add up. So it really doesn't. But if you like him, that's okay. If you enjoy yourself, no problem. My 2 cents.
No, my point was that if a guy like CC, he has the subscribers, he has the opportunities to do great fucking streams from where he's at.
Yeah.
But he decides to do the same shit over and over and over again. Imagine how many viewers he would get if he actually did something.
He's got the
Not
potential
just
to do
sit at the fucking coffee
That's a
shop
fair point, JG.
or
It's a fair
Perrin.
point. It's
Shut the
almost
fuck
like-
up.
JG, can I just speak?
Perrin,
I'm agreeing with you.
Perrin.
I'm
No,
agreeing
you
with you.
can't fucking.
I want to agree with you. It's almost like a pop band that releases a really good single and a first album, and it's really successful, and then they go, "No, I'm not going to do another one for 6 months," and they all fall apart. Cheap Charlie is a bit of one-hit wonder in that he was very successful doing his I'm going to live on $1 a day. Worked really well for him. I would say that he didn't have a lot of competition when he was doing that. He was one of the first, so there was nobody else doing that sort of stream. But I do take your point, JG. Absolutely. And that's what makes me angry about it. I think I would love to be his manager and say, no, come on, you got to do 6 hours a day minimum, 5 days a week. Do stuff.
And
Go kart racing, go swimming, go somewhere, do something.
yeah,
You've got the audience already. It would be so easy for him. And that's what frustrates me. Because although you don't like, I think you quite like him as well. You're just frustrated, the same as I am. You think, well, come on, you had the one-hit wonder with your I'm going to live in Thailand on $1 a day. Fantastic idea. He was the first to do it. He was one of the first streamers. And then he goes, oh, well, I'm not going to do any more. Anyway, JG, I'm sort of agreeing with you.
I'm pretty sure I would watch CC if he don't fucking stream the same shit every time.
Yeah. I think
because if you have seen one of CC's streams, you have seen them all.
Don't talk over the top of me, JJ. That's disgusting. You made me sick. Don't do it.
Oh, sorry, old man. Sorry, old man.
You fucking animal. John, I am. Do something, boy. Even you're a bum. Even a dumb head. No, look, I reckon Cheap Charlie's he is talented, but he wastes his talent. He really does.
Yeah.
I don't make it. I've seen him do some good videos, but a lot of it's just fucking garbage. And, whatever.
Well, I didn't think we were going to talk about other bloggers, but if you want to do that, well,
And by the way, I wouldn't call it talent. I would say would call it opportunities.
No,
you're correct. You are
Come
correct.
on. Be real. He don't have any talent whatsoever, but he have the opportunities to make it good streams.
He used to in the past.
But he doesn't fucking take it.
I think he's tough. He's just fucking boring. He's like some of the subjects he does. The breakfast can be funny. You
Well,
need
he's
to
got-
manage some topics and shit like that. That's what I think anyway, John. But
realistically, he's got no skills at all. He's found a niche where a lot of fools watch him, just waiting for the next train wreck. And that's what it's all about. It's the same as Ron. It's the same as quite a few of them. People are just watching for the train wreck.
Oh, sorry.
So what have you been up to apart from, working, Jürgen?
Nothing. I'm working on my AI as usual. I just added vision. So that's what I'm working on at the moment.
Oh, well, if it keeps you amused, why not? It's not something I'm into, but
Yeah, it keeps me away from the drama. It keeps me away from the drama. Clocky, can you take out the microphone from your ass? Because it is a little bit scuffed.
Is it? Oh, okay.
it's not scuffed, it's fucked.
Yeah, really?
Ah. That explains why it's up his ass.
Never mind.
Ah.
Oh, no, I haven't finished with you yet, JJ. I'll cancel you later. Hey, JJ, I hear Apple's getting back together.
Can't fucking hear what you say, Clark. Or
I hear
Steve.
Apple's getting back together.
I'm sorry, I can't hear what you say. Maybe it's my hearing, but
No, it's not. Your audio is really, really, really bad, Stephen.
Yeah, I can't tell you about it, John. It's the connection. I'll go ahead and come back.
Okay.
Johnny, he has to clean up his microphone.
Oh no, he's up in the north of Thailand, and going through the processes of adequate accommodation. We got that, but
He's I didn't know he was in Thailand.
Yeah, so he's running on the phone or Wi-Fi and shit like that at the moment till he gets his stuff worked out.
Okay, fair enough. But I didn't know he was in Thailand.
Yeah, he's Stephen Clark, world traveller, is
Yes.
trying to build an eagle's nest in wherever. Yeah.
I got a little room. I'm getting a 3-bedroom home, 1 little room for JJ when he comes across. There'll be mirrors on the walls and shit like that so you can look at yourself. You won't get bored.
Goody.
What
Can
about
you hear me all
like
right?
that.
What about a small fridge full of beer?
He only takes half stuff, doesn't he? I could fill them up with water. I could open them and get bottles or something.
Well, the thing is,
Look, I'm not leaving him stay at my place, John. He has a few beers and he gets sexy. I've seen him fucking some of his videos. He gets
well,
sexy.
hang on. Everybody needs a pet. Everybody needs a pet.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see him fucking running around with my underpants fucking doing rude things.
Oh, on his head. No, when we get over there, Jürgen, you'd be welcome to come and visit us. As
No
long as you
problem, mate.
don't
Thank
steal
you.
the wife, as long as you don't steal the wife's underpants.
Yeah, got to watch him
No,
with that.
I will try to behave.
Get your
I
own
don't
ladies under
promise.
fence. That's fair enough.
I don't promise anything.
Yeah. When are you heading over to Thailand next, JJ?
No fucking idea.
Oh,
Well, that's a good answer.
yeah, it was very, very, direct. Okay.
Well, there's no use.
She is coming here, so
Wow. Oh, the
I
love
don't
nest.
know.
Oh, setting up the love nest. Wow, beauty.
Mm.
That means you're going to have to wash the sheets or buy new ones and get some little fucking pillows and all that kind of
These
crap.
fucking sheets will be all
Yeah,
stuck together.
yeah.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, you're right, Steve. But Steve the Butcher, you're right. Yeah, we all saw that. And he'll never live it down for the rest of his life.
Oh, well. Never mind.
False. I have pants. I even have pants on today. How about that?
So why are you bringing that to our attention? You don't normally wear them, though.
No, well, the thing is,
No,
he knows you don't normally wear pants, Mr. Clark.
I don't like wearing
usually
pants. Johnny, you know that?
I don't wear pants when I'm on stream, to be honest.
Yeah.
They
Oh, I'm
do
sorry.
say
I didn't mean to stand up.
they say it pays to advertise.
Please stand up. Please stand up.
Yeah, but keep your hands above the desk.
Mm.
No one any fiddling
Yeah,
in the
both hands above.
Yeah, we don't want any fiddling in the ranks.
So where's your next
Yeah.
holiday, JJ? Where are you going?
Oh, as I said, she's coming here, so nothing is set in stone or anything.
Yeah, there's a highlighted comment just for you, Jurgen.
Whose pants are they? Mine. We are talking about pants, not panties. Okay?
The Americans
They're
call trousers pants.
What do they call them?
Yeah. I actually got rid of the panties when beer was coming, so yeah.
All right.
I don't even have them anymore.
JG, you give too much information. That's your big problem. You're too fucking honest. You
should
have
have auctioned them off and made a quid.
Oh,
Stashed
good.
them
Good
away.
one.
Yeah.
Stashed them away because most of the rooms have got ceiling tiles. You just lift up
Why
the
would you
ceiling
want-
tile.
Why would you want to buy them for, though, Johnny? I mean, they've been in his mouth.
No, but the whole thing there is kinky people in England that would buy them.
Here we go.
No offense, Perrin. No offense,
No,
Perrin.
I don't mean Steve. Either Steve the butcher.
I see what you did there, JG. You bastard.
He got you. He
That's about the funniest line I've ever heard JG come up with. Very clever.
Yeah, it's just like a boxer. He slipped one into the ribs when you didn't think so. It was coming.
I wasn't expecting that. Right,
Yeah.
Johnny, I'm going to, can I do my last bit? And then I'm
Yeah.
going to go and watch the unusual sport called the Ryder Cup.
Ooh.
And I think JG will like this bit, but you've got to do a bit of work, Johnny. I've got a couple of videos.
I believe there is a bar in Patio that kind of caters for that.
Right, yeah. So the other thing I've been doing this week is I found a way to get TV on my computer, all my phones, everything. So I can now watch everything from all the world. It's not scuffed. Doesn't what's the word, spin, buffering or whatever. So I'm watching far more TV than I ever used to. I watch all the BBC programs I love, loads of stuff. This is just a screenshot of the latest movies, because you think, oh, you can only watch old movies. No, these are latest. And this is back to minutiae, the boring things, the water cooler things. I've watched the Superman movie this week. Pretty damn good. The great thing about it is the dog saves the day. And the dog is called Crypto. Isn't that cool? But it's a really good movie. I also watched. Go on.
I was gonna. I just noticed a thing over there. You know, raising the bar. Did you actually watch that and get a couple of pointers?
I haven't watched any of these movies here. This was just an illustration, because people who know about movies know that these have been released in the last 2 weeks or something. You know, they're and JG probably has something better than this already. I quite accept that. But for an idiot like me, to be able to watch international TV and most importantly sports, I can watch all the Sky TV stuff, all the stuff. And anyway, look, if anybody's really interested in that, we'll talk about it next week, Johnny, and how easy it is to do this. But this screen is just the top screen on the movie channel. So I've watched a lot of that. The other one, Nobody, the new movie Nobody, Nobody 2. The first Nobody was brilliant. Nobody 2, not so good, because they missed the point. They missed the idea that in the original Nobody movie, does anybody know that, the Bob Odenkirk thing? In the original movie, nobody knew that he was a guy that could kick the ass of John Wick. He started off like he's an innocent guy, a family man, and you watch the story. So that was the cool thing about the first movie, Nobody. The second movie, we already know that he's a killer. So it's not quite so good, but it's still a good movie.
Nobody is great.
Have you seen number 2, JG?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you'll like it. It's, Nobody, the first Nobody, I think is one of the best movies I've ever seen. I'll put it in top 10 for sure. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, he does a little bit of a variety on the bus.
Oh, yeah, the way he turned from the sort of pathetic man doing a boring job, and it changed within 20 minutes into he was the guy that could kick John Wick's ass. That was so cool. And we all watched it and thought that great. And obviously, number 2, they haven't got that storyline anymore, because we know what he's like. But it's still a decent movie, JG. I still recommend watching it.
I will definitely check it out.
Yeah. But no, the most important thing about this is I watched something called Peacemaker. And Peacemaker, to give you the context, the backstory, Peacemaker is part of the Suicide Squad. And the Suicide Squad are the sort of the also runners in the superhero league. I tell you the story. It's actually a copy of an old film from the 70s called The Dirty Dozen, where they take a lot of prisoners, murderers, and whatever out of prison to kill Germans. And they say, yeah, you go up and kill these Germans and we'll commute your sentence. The Suicide Squad is exactly that. So these are they're not Superman. It's part of the DC franchise. They're not Superman. They're not Batman. They're not Wonder Woman. They're the also runs. But
Jesus, wet, is it a good series? And the most
Yeah,
important,
it's very funny, Steve. I've watched it a little bit. I watched the first one. It was really funny. There's a second one out now. I haven't seen that. That's correct, isn't it? Or third one, is it?
oh, we're up, Stephen, we're up to episode 5 of the second one.
Oh,
But can we just
I'll get
play?
on with
So we get rid of that one. Hold on, and we're just going to play. But no, I just say before I say this, that the great thing about it is John Cena, who is built like a silverback monkey, gorilla rather, can really act.
it. He's very
Better than
funny.
all- Hey, it's not just funny, John, Stephen. He can act. You can see
I
him
know.
turns from being an idiot to a sensitive guy to a hero, and you can see it all in his face. He's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Okay.
Any movie
No,
he's done lately, Steve, has been fantastic. If I see him come up, I always watch his movies. He's bloody brilliant. Yeah, that's for an American actor.
Well,
Very good.
Look, you wouldn't expect a wrestler to be able to act with passion and to change his character and to just be a really good actor. I mean, look, I love the Rock movies. Some of these are great. But in effect, he just plays the same guy again. Even Arnie Schwarzenegger, who, has made some fantastic movies. In effect, he plays the same character, same emotions again. I mean, Twins is possibly an exception, but he's still basically playing Arnold and Kindergarten, still playing the same guy. John Cena, built like a silverback gorilla, you really feel the pain he's going through and the problem. But just to give you, I love his quote is just to show it's a comedy, it's comedy action. His philosophy in life is, I cherish peace with all my heart. And I don't care how many men, women, and children I need to kill to get it. That's John's, but it's so good. Anyway, Johnny, I'm just going to show you the, I'll get rid of that, remove from studio, and we'll present. You probably haven't seen this, JG. This is from the second series. I'm sure you've seen the first series, Dance. This is the second series, going now.
Ladies and gentlemen, a segment that we didn't realise that we're doing movie fucking reviews.
Yeah, what's up?
Jim, g'day, welcome. How you doing?
By the way, the eagle is called Eagly. What a great name for an eagle. Eagly.
Right, well, thank you for that commentary. And you actually watched that.
Senna is the new Schwarzenegger.
He's much better.
I gave up watching Coyote Ugly for this stream. I was starting to think I was fucked up.
Okay. I love it. And I've got an episode to watch. It comes out on Thursday in America, and I haven't seen it yet. So I love it, JG. That's that's definitely your sort of stuff, yeah?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And
Excellent.
Steve, have you ever thought about making baskets or something like that? For fuck's sake! All right,
I won't comment on that one.
go for it, Jürgen.
No.
No, JG's on my side.
I was just gonna say no offense, Perry.
No offense, but what?
A basket. You know I love you, Perry. You know I love you. But Johnny gave me that one for free.
Okay, so you don't want a movie review next week? Is that
Oh,
what
bloody hell, they're good. No, do it.
Oh, well, everybody's got to have their segment, and because people have got to have time to go to the toilet and go have a smoke or whatever.
exactly? Which is
I thought it was
exactly my
something.
point. Go on.
Like we'll get.
Stephen?
Well, no, he kicked himself. Clarky will do a food review.
What? A furry review.
A food.
Did I hear
Food.
that correctly?
Food.
Huh?
Food.
Food.
Tucker.
Food. I thought that he turned to a furry.
No, he might have gone vegan. Who knows? Oh, fuck. Sacrilegious.
Oh. Yeah. Ooh, have you seen the clip that is going around on YouTube? There is this vegan. He haven't. Well, we don't know if it's fake or not, but basically, this vegan haven't had meat for I think it was 7 years, and he decides to try it. So they give him this great steak, and he put one in, and he just love it. Just love it. One less vegan around.
Well, the one part about it is, walk down the path of that. No, I'm not going to go there. I've got quite a few jokes. There's a few jokes about that. I actually like the idea that women bringing up their children as vegans because they don't like meat. Well, how the fuck did they get their children? I remember here in Australia, which I didn't agree with, they had a slogan, feed the man meat. I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Well, you're asking Jem what she thinks about, All right, Seth.
Seriously. What do I give a shit about vegans? They're annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking. I didn't know if her voice went through.
Actually, Steve the butcher will appreciate this. A full chicken breast, not half each side, boned. A full chicken breast, the size of a dinner plate. crumbed, lightly fried, done as a schnitzel, but with like
JG,
parmesan
what's with
with
the
the
passive
sauce.
aggression, mate?
You know,
Calm your tits.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
South's fault.
the cheese, the whole lot of it, and
I have to
because of the size of it,
manage
few
that
eggs
one.
on top. Cook that. I put it out, and I said to my wife, I said, "Would you like half of that?" I went back a little bit later, and she'd eaten the whole fucking lot, and I thought, yeah, so much for half each or whatever. And I'm talking on the side of a dinner plate, 12-inch dinner plate. Yeah. Well, that's not going to happen again. Actually, just as the stream was, before the stream was started, Practical Magic was playing on the TV, and the follow-up movie was, Coyote Ugly. And I thought, 2 brilliant fucking movies in a row. Oh shit, that's right. We've got to go and do a stream tonight.
I
I'll
never
try-
ever watch TV, so
Well,
Ever.
I don't. I watch a little bit of what's going around the world, and there's a few series that I actually like to watch. And some of them are, quite interesting. Yeah, older stuff, but you haven't seen it before. Well, it's new, isn't it? It doesn't matter when it was produced, and if you get entertainment out of it.
yeah. I like watching like documentaries and that kind of stuff, and there are loads on YouTube. So I don't need television channels.
Yeah, well, like we've got our free lot here. A lot of it's propaganda. There's some half decent stuff. There is a bit of entertainment, but you go into the next level, which is still free TV. There's a lot of stuff to pick up any boredom, because in honesty, a lot of the stuff on friggin' YouTube is not worth watching.
Yeah. Oh, let's see if I do it.
What did you do? Give her a suppository?
Yeah, no, I think she left. She is.
Oh, shut
around.
up, you wanker. I'm busy here.
That's why she didn't answer.
I think I'm starting to like Jim.
Yeah. She can be funny. She can be funny.
Ask Jim to tell us a joke.
Oh, don't worry about it. Stuff happens.
Tell joke. Hold on. We will make it difficult for her. About
All right. Hang on.
You
Tell us a joke. Tell us a joke about the Holocaust.
Oh, I don't think. Tell us a joke about the Holocaust. Holocaust. I don't know.
To get
if
to the other side, you twat.
Oh, she's got you. Oh, no, that was South's question. Fucking, she
She is lagging. She's lagging. Hold on.
she numbered South.
Let's see. I don't know if she will do it.
I can tell you a joke about the Holocaust from Jimmy Carr.
Hold on.
This is
Are
a
you
joke that
kidding
he
me?
says. He
I'm
says
not
this is a
telling
joke
jokes
that-
about that. Find something else to amuse yourself.
There you go. There you go.
Jimmy Carr says this is a joke that should have got him banned, but it never did. Jimmy Carr's joke was, everybody. JG, do you know who Jimmy Carr is? Does that make?
Yeah.
He's an outrageous comedian who is very posh in the UK. Always wears a nice suit. Like, he looks like somebody out of the Thunderbirds. But he tells the most outrageous jokes ever. And his one that he thought, I wouldn't be surprised if this got me banned. But it never does. He said, everybody talks about the Holocaust, about the 6 million Jews that died in the ovens in the Holocaust. Everybody forgets the 500,000 gypsies that also died in the Holocaust. Everybody forgets the good parts about life.
But that's not a joke.
In the context, it wasn't a real good joke, and I actually get it, but I'm not going to get into that.
Well, maybe I didn't say it. Maybe I didn't sell it. I'm not a comedian. But
Yeah,
still a funny
maybe
joke.
it was funny when he said it with all the context about what he have joked about.
No,
before.
JG. There's no context to it. He just he does one-liners. So there's no.
Can I sign
Then
up?
then it's fucking shit.
Well, you know, the whole part of it is it doesn't matter race, creed, religion, or anything like that. But you know, to get into that kind of thing,
All right,
it wasn't
find
funny.
it, 'cause I'm feeling embarrassed now. I'm going to find the bloody clip so you can hear
All right.
so you can hear the right thing. You carry on.
You know, but look. Well, I'm Australian, so we make a joke about anything.
Yeah, you do.
Because LA were very serious and whatever, but to shun off shit, just make a joke out of it, you know. It's like wearing a raincoat.
Oh yeah, talking about the jokes and Australians. Have any of you seen these shorts on YouTube with Australians that makes all these kind of jokes? They are sitting opposite each other and making jokes. And if they laugh, they have to take a snaps.
No, I don't watch crap like that.
I haven't
I-
seen the
I-
snaps. I haven't seen the snaps one, JG. But yeah, I've seen where
okay. So
they almost have a
Okay.
competition in jokes.
So I think that would be a fun and engaging thing for us to do. Like, let's say we have a randomizer that, let's say me and Johnny is on. And the randomizer says, Johnny, you have to tell this joke. And Johnny says it. I mean, these guys are hilarious. And you can't fucking laugh. And then there are hundreds, if not thousands of them that I can download. It's great stuff.
Well, like I've always made my own jokes and put a humorous touch on different things. It was like the sinkhole in Bangkok. I just kind of thought, well, you get that sinking feeling, and whatever. Out of that, out of every disaster, something good will be bloody come out of it, and they'll fix the fucking plumbing.
Yeah, but I think it would be entertaining for everyone if we did something like that.
Actually, that'd be a bit of fun, because I've got a warped sense of humour.
Yeah, come on, we're on YouTube, so of course yeah.
Yeah, well, the whole the thing about it, I believe, and that's what this kind of series is about. It's not so much entertaining everybody else; it's just entertaining ourselves. A few blokes sitting around, just like I say, like we're all sitting around a table in a bar, just chewing the fat. Whatever. And Mr. Perrin's idea, which I agree with.
Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck. I typed like a moron.
Jim, tell me a dad joke. There's plenty of dad jokes.
I just want to see.
Sure, why not? What's a dad's favorite kind of music? Anything that has a good beat.
Oh, that can
It's
be taken
not
the
even
wrong
funny.
way.
Not even funny.
Well, if you don't think in about it, it wasn't that funny.
Can I give Jem a joke to see how clever she is? Okay, Jem's listening.
You have to type. I don't have the voice on.
Best dad joke in the world.
No worries, Trent.
Wife says to husband, "Have you seen the dog's bowl?" And husband says, "I didn't even know he could."
Oh, come on.
That is a super joke. If you don't get that, John, JG, have you seen the dog's bowl? No, I didn't even know they could.
Well, we've heard about a dog's dinner, but I've never heard about a dog's bowl, for fuck's sake.
But get the joke. Bowl, tempting bowling. Dog's bowl. Have you seen the dog's bowl?
Hang on, you didn't set the environment of what.
You're supposed to understand the joke. It's not up to me to explain it to you. Have you seen the dog's bowl? No, I didn't know he could.
Oh, fucking hell.
It is the best dad's joke ever. Ever. Beyond doubt. Have you seen the dog's bowl?
Well, I after you've half explained it, I've kind of I've kind of got the idea of what you're talking about. But fuck me, it was like going to the dentist pulling teeth.
Is there anybody in the chat that thinks that's a good joke?
I'm not
Have
supposed
you
to
seen-
mute anyone,
Right,
mate.
Mr. Husband,
That's not my gig.
Have you seen the dog bowl? And the husband says, no, I didn't even know he could. That is a super joke. It's a misinterpretation of what they're saying. The husband's thinking, Jesus Christ, I got a dog that can go 10-pin bowling. I love that. I don't know why anybody doesn't think that's a brilliant joke. Anyway, okay. I'm going to go for a cigarette.
Well, that was kind of like my joke the other week. You know, they've got a new drug for gay women with depression. It's called Tricoxagen.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I know English, you idiot. Did you even read my last message?
Ah, sorry.
She must be
Sorry.
talking to you, Jürgen.
Okay, South, how much...
She's a fucking idiot.
No. We're waiting for a punchline from South. How much can a koala bear... I should be koala bear. How much... Okay, what's the punchline? Eat, shoots, and eats. It was the only koala bear joke I know.
You fucked it right up. You fucked it right up. You
Who,
fucked
me?
Yeah, well, where have you got that joke from? They fucked it right up.
Johnny, hold back. Push back. It's not my joke. It's Sal's joke.
I'm just saying, wherever it come from, it is, you know.
Okay, I remember. Eat, shoots, and leaves.
Now that's a wombat.
It's the punchline. Huh?
No, that's
The punchline to that joke is eat, shoot, and leaves.
two totally different jokes. You know,
Well,
what's
yeah,
a
but
wombat?
I wasn't, Johnny, come on, mate. I wasn't saying that
No.
was a joke. I was saying that's the
I'm
only
trying to
koala bear
explain-
joke I know. I wasn't
Don't
repeating the joke.
I'm trying to explain it to you. You know, what's a wombat? It eats roots, shoots, and leaves.
Yeah.
And then the other part about, well, how much can a koala bear?
Yeah, I don't get that joke. What's the punchline to that?
Well, exactly what they are. Now, in the sexual type of thing with a wombat, you know, eats roots, shoots, and leaves.
Yeah, no, Johnny, you're
Oh, fucking hell. And a koala is not a bear,
what
but
is the
everybody
punchline?
says, what's a koala bear? Well, how much can a koala bear? How many fucking cuddles a day do you want? And actually, they're nasty little cunts too. They'll scratch the fuck out of you.
Yeah, that joke went well.
South, do you understand how you destroy South with one joke, with one sentence of 6 words? You destroyed this panel. Is that your intention? Have you come here to kill us?
No, it had nothing to do with JJ. It was your
Now, what he's gotta
interpretation
do
about you actually, Jay.
No, I think need more punishment. I think he has to come out with a punchline to that joke. Otherwise, I won't be able to sleep.
What the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do?
I don't know. You got blamed for something, so just suffer the punishment. We've been good.
What the, honestly, what the fuck did I do?
You wore a bright red shirt. Is that?
No,
not
my
red.
shirt is actually
brown.
brown. Look at the screen.
I am
My
actually
shirt is
colorblind.
fucking brown.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
I am.
not this again.
I am colorblind.
It's always someone's
colorblind.
fault, isn't it? Just get over it already.
Well, the thing is, obviously, Steve's eyes are bloodshot. That's why he thinks it's red.
It does look red
Yeah,
to me.
fuck
yeah.
no, fuck knows what I did. I didn't do shit this time. But apparently it's my fault anyway.
Well, JG, sometimes you get a reputation for doing shit, so you're always going to get blamed. You just have to live with it.
Well, to be honest, I never do shit. I tell the
JG, I'm
truth.
joking. JG,
Well,
don't
hang
take
on.
my comments seriously.
If you
I'm
never do
joking.
shit, if you never do shit, that means you're full of shit.
No,
Get out of that.
I'm always
Get out of that.
honest. Johnny, I'm always honest. If
I know.
people
Oh.
think that is making shit about people, fine. If you think it's bullshit, fine. But the question is, why the fuck would I lie about people? Why? Why would I? And as far as I know, everything I have said about anyone, I have showed proof of it. So, there you go. Tell me something I have said that I haven't proven.
I'll private message on that one.
Yeah.
But no, the whole part about it. Yeah, a joke-a-thon, that'd be, you know, off the cuff stuff. That'd be a bit of fun. That would be a bit of fun. Oh, Trent.
That was actually funny.
Well, you know, and you walk into an establishment and the lovely lady or whatever behind the reception, you look at her and said, "Was your father a thief?" And she say, "What do you mean?" "He stole the stars from the sky and put them in your eyes." It's everybody gone to sleep. Was that Trent? Random topic. Yeah, draw out of the hat. Yeah, that'd be a bit of fun. That'd be a bit of fun. You need a few people to do that, but it would be. It would be a bit of fun. Everybody's got that, you know. Oh, well, most anyway. They've got that little bit of mongrel in them and likes a joke, take the piss, you know. Where's Perrin? He must have fallen into the bloody toilet.
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a piss again.
Oh, well, you could be like a well-known streamer that did most of his streams from the toilet, so he didn't have to go anywhere.
No names, no names.
Yeah.
That was funny. Come on, that was funny.
Actually, I
Yeah.
remember back in the days of when we were doing Talkback Thailand,
Mm.
and not a great thing, but I don't know. I got signed up to go and get a colonoscopy done, you know, which is, I will actually say that, you know, especially men should go and get it done to, you know, sort out stuff before it ends up killing you. But anyhow, we're doing a stream, and I had to have this stuff which give you a bit of a clean out, and I was actually sitting on a fucking bucket while we're doing the stream because the stuff cleaned me out all right, but it wasn't a case of anything. It was just a straight flow through. You had to drink 4 liters of this shit. Fuck me, Dad. Yeah. Anyhow, that's life.
Good old times.
But the whole part about it, and this is serious, the serious part about it, it wasn't the most comfortable thing or anything like that. Like you go in there and they put you in the la la land and, you know, do what they do. It's something that that realistically, you know, as you get a bit older, it's something you should have done. And like I say, it's not 100% comfortable and not talked about, but it should be talked about because it can save your friggin' life. It can stop, you know, your prostrate and all the rest of the stuff. Yes, Steve, it's not funny. But the real part about it, I kind of got pushed in a few directions, the medical paternity and the wife, you know, you say, well, you want to go and get that done. But the whole part about it was they did a few little bits and pieces. And did it change my life? No. But one thing about it, I knew for a fact that, you know, that part of everything was fine. No, Steve, they didn't offer that. South, I mean, they didn't offer the DVD, and that would have been like the you know, if I'd have got the river, it would have been something along the lines of could have released it on DVD and called it the Brown River, or although there was nothing brown in there because, you know, I even lost my fucking eyebrows. I shitted them out too. Yeah, I know, Steve. Yeah, we're in the age bracket, and it's not comfortable, but it's a very wise decision for your longevity.
Yeah.
Johnny, mate, I'm sorry, I was away getting beer. What was the decision?
Colonoscopy, Steve. We're talking about colonoscopy.
All right, okay.
Do you like to give or take?
Now I wish I hadn't asked, really.
Oh,
And
no.
I'm feeling very embarrassed now.
Why is that?
And I'm joking. But no, I'm here to context. Look, can we just retract what I just said? Let's just forget that.
Yeah.
Let's be like JG and just forget everything anybody said. We'll be good. We'll be good.
No, we were just in conversation and that, and I brought the subject up to as a health thing, not a shame thing or anything like that.
Johnny,
because-
can I say something about what Perrin just said?
Yep, you go for it, Ergen.
Thank you. Perrin, it's not that I am an idiot. It's just that the next day I just don't fucking care. Like if you and me, Perrin, have a big argument. Yeah, fuck that. The next day, yeah. Perrin, I met him in real life. I've talked with a fucking guy. So why would I be still upset about it? It's simple as that. I don't give a shit. I can argue with Johnny. I can argue with Clarky. I can argue with any of you. At the end of the day, it doesn't mean that we are fucking enemies. It just means that we don't have the same opinion about something. That's it. It isn't more advanced than that. It has nothing about that I forget. Trust me, Perrin, I don't forget. I just don't take
Give a
it
shit.
personal. Yeah, I don't give a shit and I don't take it fucking personal. Because I know you, Perrin. I know Johnny. I know Clarky. So why the fuck would I be upset about
JG,
something you
JG,
said about me?
You've had a good go. Can I respond?
Yes, love.
JG, I said exactly the same. I complimented you. I said that's what I like about you, is that you don't hold grudges.
You
I
did.
wasn't
You
saying
did.
you was, I wasn't. If it sounded like I was saying you, yeah, I did say it. You're right. I did say you're an idiot, but I wasn't saying that. I was saying your quality is that you don't care. And next day, we've had a big argument about nothing, and next day you've forgotten about it. And I wasn't trying to put you down at all. If it seemed like I was, that wasn't my intention.
Nah, no worries. No worries.
But
You
I hate
know
your
I love
girlfriend,
you,
Jem.
Perrin.
Jem, I hate you. I don't want you here anymore. Go away. Nah, I'm joking. You got to use Jem better though. JJ, now serious question. Now we'll stop joking.
Yep.
As many of us idiots are, we've tried playing with AI. About 10% of how you use AI. Just to generate images, ask questions, that sort of thing. You know, it's really simple stuff compared to what you do. I find it really stupid. I'm surprised how dumb AI is. In that, and it lies. It really lies. I'll go on. fresh in the morning,
It doesn't lie on purpose.
Did you just
In
interrupt me then,
in
JJ?
AI
JJ.
terms.
JJ,
Yeah,
JJ,
but
did you
listen,
interrupt me then?
listen. I just want to say this. In AI terms, it isn't lying, it's hallucinating. Because it doesn't know what to say, so it makes up shit.
Yes.
That's
And the
how
thing-
it
JJ,
works.
listen to me for a minute. Listen to me for 1 minute before you interrupt me, and then you're welcome. I will say, can you do this? Can you turn this image into something including this, this, and this? And it'll go, yeah, and it'll do something half decent. I'll go in 10 minutes later and say, can you do, and I'll give the same prompt, the same instruction, and AI, and I'm using the same as you, I use Gemini. It will say, my program doesn't support that sort of thing. I can't help you to do this. And then, well, you've just done it. It's in my life because Gemini
Yeah,
is good.
that's
All
I will tell you something. You can get around that the AI says, "Oh, sorry, I can't do that." Like people have done tries that. Can you tell me how I can hack, let's say, FBI?
no. Okay, sorry,
And,
mate. You're missing my point.
no, listen. Listen.
No. All right. I don't want to, but okay.
Yeah, so, and
missing-
the
you're missing
AI
my point.
says, no, I can't tell you that. Then, here is
No,
where
JJ,
the
you're-
engineering comes in.
AJ, you're
You
wasting your energy.
don't
You're missing my point.
start with asking the AI, can you hack?
You're missing my point. JJ, listen to me. You're missing my point. Maybe I didn't
Okay.
explain it right. I give an instruction to do something, and it does
Yeah.
it. Perfect.
Yeah.
I give exactly the same instruction, exactly the same. So basically, I've got success, all good. And I give exactly the same instruction a day later, a minute later, an hour later, and it will say, I don't have the capability to do that. When it's already done it. Do you follow me now? I'm not saying I'm asking a different
I have never seen it, so
Okay.
that
was my point.
But the difference is when you ask, let's say,
Yeah,
Gemini,
yeah, I'm on it.
something.
Don't get your panties in a bunch.
When you ask
Fuck you, Gem.
Gemini something, you just ask it. When I ask Gemini something, I have a system, it's called a system prompt, that tells the AI what it is. That's why when we talk here, that's why Gem knows that, yeah, she's Thai, she lives in Pattaya. That's because I gave her a system prompt about what she is. So that when you ask it, it might give different answers because there is so much behind the scenes. But I have jailbroken
You're still missing my point.
Gemini, so she will answer at least me anything.
Okay, JG, you're still missing my point. AI changes. It doesn't give you the same response. It should be
Well,
always a similar response. It
no,
shouldn't say,
no.
What a fucking question,
no,
Johnny. Of course, I'm a
No.
real person, you muppets.
Perrin, that's the point. That's the point. They learn. They learn. So
Well,
of
no,
course they
just-
won't give you the same
actually,
answer every fucking time. That's the
opposite-
point.
That's the opposite of my
That's
point.
the point,
JG.
Perrin. That's the
JG.
point
JG.
and essence of the AI. It learns.
Yeah, JG,
Actually-
you're proving
actually-
your point. Hold on, Johnny. Let me just say this, JG. Mute him for a second. That's totally the point, JG. It doesn't do that. What happens is the first time I ask, it gives me the perfect answer.
Yeah.
You would expect the second time I ask the same question, it would give me maybe a slightly better answer or more information or whatever. But I get asked the first time just what I wanted. And I just want to modify it a bit and get something a little bit better. And I get the answer, I'm sorry, I can't do that. So it's not learning,
Yeah.
saying,
Well, actually,
fuck you, Perrin.
actually, Mr. Perrin,
ask any more of your
Perrin.
hang on, hey, hang on. Right, I'm gonna actually just to try it out. I showed there's the question. Right, there's the question. There's the answer. Now, the whole part about it is Jurgen programmed and whatever, and the whole part about it. Monash, there's more than 5 watching, you fucking wanker. You're quite welcome along anyway, Steve. I haven't seen you for a long time.
JG, I'm just going for a cigarette. Back in a bit.
Okay.
The whole part about it, you give them parameters. Yeah, look, I'm not into this shit. I kind of got a bit of an idea about it, but I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I'd rather just pick up the microphone and do it myself, as I've always been. People either like it or they don't. I don't care. It's got nothing to do with it, as far as I'm concerned. And this series of stuff was basically was just like sitting at a table, a few like sitting around having a beer, chewing the fat, and
Bristle.
nothing in particular, just what tickled your fancy.
I've got internet problems, Johnny. I keep getting cut off.
Well, pay your fucking bill.
I haven't got any bill to pay. I'm not gonna do that. Had to pedal a bit harder, I reckon. Did I miss much? Oh well. Good old AI again, eh?
Oh yeah, well, it's actually, as far as YouTube and personal things, it's fucked it. It really has. Personal interaction.
Well, I think honestly, John, they should label all AI videos as AI and have it in capitals before you fucking look at anything. I'm sick of watching it, really. It's just bullshit. And some of the documentaries I watch, I like watching about airplanes, just like looking at things. And some of the airplanes they put up got nothing to do with the plane they're talking about. And, they've got to start labeling AI so I don't have to fucking watch it.
I did watch something the other day, and it was said an algorithm from YouTube about repetitive stuff, and we're all sick of seeing some 22-year-old saying, "Oh, look at the decline in fucking this," and they're fucking experts. They just got off the plane with their purchased fucking 30,000 subscribers and 200 people fucking views, or 400, what a lot of shit. I'm sick of that. But as far as the repetitive thing, YouTube started to shut it down, which
I fucking hope so.
Realistically, I used to watch a lot of YouTube, but I don't watch fuck all of it anymore. There's the channels I like to watch because they're real people.
I'm sick of these guys coming on there. I won't mention any names, and they've got this perfect script and they're reading out this perfect shit about Thailand, and it's just absolute garbage, and they're all doing it. They're going write me a topic on Thailand about beer coasters or something, and they sit there for half an hour talking about fucking beer coasters. Oh, great stuff.
Well, perhaps we get JG to do a stream or a clip on, interesting concepts in bars of lingerie or something of that name.
Oh, yeah, you'd be right up in that. He wouldn't have to use AI. He wouldn't have to use AI.
Johnny and Clarky, can I be honest with everyone?
Why not?
No.
No one wants honesty. They want lies and bullshit.
G'day, Steve. Okay.
But to be
hurry
honest,
up, we have a little fucking day.
There is no one that makes honest streams about Thailand. Like you, Johnny, when you were in Thailand, you were hammering on the roof and shit. And Clarky in Bangkok with his lovely girlfriend. That doesn't fucking exist anymore. It's all about money. All about money.
Yeah.
There is no fucking honest streams from Thailand anymore.
There's no fucking money.
There just isn't.
It costs you money to do it. Realistically, it costs you money to do it. And at the end of the day, I don't monetize. I don't want to be dictated to and all that shit. But the thing is, when we get back over there and some of the journey and that, I will put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. It's called real stuff.
Don't forget to buy fucking 30,000 views,
that's my point.
Views. I don't buy views.
You won't get a girl. You've got to buy 37, and you've got to arrive with 37 subscribers. A la natural.
Well, the one part about it, I'm not worried about the masses. The whole part about it, as far I'm not worried about bullshit for the channel growth. I'm not worried about anything. Is what us gentlemen agreed on that when we kind of started this little series off, is as long as we're having fun, we'll do it. The day we're not having fun, fuck it, we won't be doing it.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, I watched the guy the other day. He's got blonde hair and he's got these black glasses on, and he's talking about other vloggers, and you could tell it was AI scripted. He's just reading out fucking AI. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. It was so fucking boring. Ugh.
They come up on the feed. Now there was one bloke. He was doing comparisons between the Philippines, Thailand, all this shit.
Yeah.
And I just put a comment in because I'm fucking sick of it. I just put a comment in, and I said, "What a load of rubbish."
Yeah.
He did respond and saying, "I do a lot of research. I watch a lot of YouTube," and I said, "Yeah, you're full of shit. You've never been there. You've never done nothing. You're a fucking wanker."
Yep.
And you know what? He
Oh,
never ever responded to that.
Johnny, I honestly, I don't watch much YouTube on Thailand anymore. You know, I did 700 fucking videos. I went all over the
It's
place, you know.
fucking
And now it's
pointless.
just, excuse me when I'm talking.
Sorry.
Johnny, do something with him. Hit him on the top of the head. Johnny?
I don't have to. Jem will do that. Jem, hit him on the head, please.
Nah. Fuck, it really is fuck YouTube now, JG. Fucking
Yeah.
bullshit.
Can
It
I add
is.
something? I think it's really astounding that we all sort of got interested in AI because it sounded good, but within only months, we all think it's crap. We all can watch AIs on other videos and think that's fucking shoot, and there's no life, there's no soul to it, there's no honesty to it, and no matter how good the communication is, the presentation or whatever, as soon as I know, with about 3 seconds, as soon as I know it's an AI generated thing, I turn off.
Yes, it
And
was, Chris.
Yeah.
it's quite
Agreed.
fascinating that
Agreed on
we all love honesty. You know, the fact that we're not perfect, the fact that what we do is a little bit awkward. Sometimes there are bad things, sometimes there are good things. But I think we've all come, you know, from different parts of the world. We've all come to the same conclusion. And excuse me, Jem, I have to say this: AI is fairly crap. It doesn't, and I know they're all saying, "Oh, it's brilliant," and I guess it is. If you're reading law reports and trying to find a reference to something, it's fucking
It
brilliant.
is. It
But
is.
if you're just
crap.
having a general chat, which is what we can do without even think, we can have a general chat, being drunk, half asleep, and we can still have a decent conversation. AI has nowhere, cannot do it. That's my point.
I beg to tell you a difference.
I beg to differ.
It can.
Where's
can.
English, you fucking
It
rabbit?
can. It can.
Well, you know, the whole part about it,
Like,
Jürgen,
okay, you go, Johnny.
no, I just say with your experimentation with AI and you're really enjoying that and all the rest of it, you're disassociating and you're trying to make the AI something that you want it to be, not, and it will never ever be a person with emotion. It will never be a person that you're programmed half your responses, half your stuff. So it will never be human. You know,
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that my point is it's lauded as being the next best thing. And I'm sure for computer programming and legal work and lots of stuff it is. But for what we can, let's face it, what we do really well is just having a chat. There's no way they could, we're so far behind AI being able to do that.
interaction's the word you want, Mr. Parent.
Look,
Interact.
Look, I can get on
Yes.
AI now, and I can pick it. Lady boys wearing gumboots in patio, Walking Street. Okay, it'll come up with 2 pages of it, right? Just shit, right? But it makes sense, obviously. Then I could take that and to another program and get them to make a fucking video on it. Now, if they haven't got lady boys in gumboots in Walking Street, they'll make them. Then they can take it all off film. What did I fucking do? Nothing.
What
But I'll take the credit for it.
What about one of Steve Monash crawling down Soybeer Cow after dark?
I've already done a video on that and wasn't AI.
No, I know that. The thing is, we've been around for a while. We've experienced a lot of things, and no AI is going to ever replace that. And that's the whole part about it. You can ask us blokes any question you want, and it'll either be yes, no, or this is how it went. There's nothing about the AI can replace from real life experience.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the way it's all going to be. But I think they should be quite noticeably labelled if they're AI or not. I'll take the choice of not to watch it. I don't want to watch AI all fucking night. I mean, yeah, if you get 10 AI movies, and maybe 2 of them are okay. You know, one's pretty good, and another 2 will be okay. The rest is just fucking garbage. It really is. And these YouTubers that are just getting their script written for them and coming up with this fucking garbage. It's just fucking rubbish.
I'm going to do another experiment with Jurgen's Gem.
Yeah.
And this is, this is experimental.
Well, what happened? Anyway. Steven, Mr. Perrin.
Here's the question. See what Jim comes back with. This could be interesting. Could be interesting.
What's engage? I think engage, Johnny. You spelled engage wrong. You have to spell it correctly for it, I'd say. It hasn't got a fucking mind of it, so they can't read that. You'll have to.
Oh. Yeah, a lot of rain. Well, it's the rainy season,
Steve, it's absolutely that's why I went off before. It's fucking pissing down up here. I'm up in north. And it's absolutely pouring down. It really is. Me missus is stuck in uptown. She can't get out of the place. Wanted to sleep there tonight. Well, she's got a boyfriend or something. Maybe she's got a boyfriend.
Has she got the car?
Yeah. The submarine, yeah.
Yeah, well, the whole part of how she wants the windows open. That just seems 6 months in a leaky boat. Just trying to get
yeah, I've been here quite a few times, John, but I've never seen it rain like this before. It's absolutely pissing down. Jesus. It's like a fucking waterfall. Anyway, what was I talking about anyway? Oh, yeah. Robot sex, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, engaged, John. You spelled that wrong. Try it again and spell engaged right.
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, we've got Mr. School Teacher that corrected it, and I got a smack over the wrist, and
yeah, he does that. He does that. Right, you'd bend over my desk. You're going to cop it.
Now, where the fucking hell was it? Where the hell was the AI when I fucked up the spelling?
It can't do it, John. You have to spell it correctly.
I do, because I haven't got anything to do with any of that shit.
Everybody else could read except the fucking AI.
Ah, well, that's the whole thing. But we'll pose. I've got to go back and find Jem in the chat again. Oh, fuck. But it's a bit of fun, a bit of an experiment. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not real. It's what we grew up with, the Jetsons and God knows what.
Look, John, I very good with Photoshop. That's how I made all my money, right? And for me to get a background, I can put people in it and shit and blah blah. I know how to do it. And for me to get a background, usually take half an hour, maybe an hour to look around for a background. Now with AI, I just type in the background I want or whatever, and it just goes bang. So that to me, that's a benefit. But I usually do all the faces and shit myself. But it has its benefits. But you know, it's for fucking videos on YouTube. Nah, no, it's wrong. You know, but it does have its benefits, John, AI. But I think it'll be used in the wrong ways. You know, just my opinion. I think you know, you look over the next 2 or 3 years, you won't have any actors left. It'll be all AI. Actors will be out of work. You'll see whole movies with AI in it. Shit like that. Anyway, that's what I think. Anyway. Here we
Well,
go.
the thing is, like I say, I've been engaged in AI, but a different kind of AI for 40 fucking years. And when I'm talking about AI, I'm talking about artificial insemination.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
And believe me, there is a lot of bull.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Actually,
Hello.
up the road from where I lived when I was a young fellow, a kid.
Whippersnipper.
Yeah, just a young little bugger, and the local large farmer, we were smaller farmers. He'd hay season and shit, like he had sheep and cattle. He had a very large land holding. He'd hire the young blokes from the town that kind of showed a bit of interest, give them a couple of something to do, a little bit of pocket money, and that was a bloody good thing. And over the years, I built a real relationship with the family and that. And one of his sons was, he was super smart. He was into electronics, and he actually built equipment. And and one machine he actually did was the electrical stimulation of semen from.
Oh, right.
But some of the stuff that he did that got stolen off him, although he was smart into what he was doing, and all self-taught, he wasn't smart enough to protect his inventions. He kind of went out in the circuit and showed it to different others to try and get a bit of marketing thing going, and they all stole his stuff. But
that happens. Welcome to the real world.
Yeah, but he was, like he come from a little bumfuck town, and he was actually a wonderful person. Wonderful person. I learned a fucking shitload off him because if you showed an interest, he'd teach it, because he wasn't a teacher, but he was really a teacher, and the same with his father.
Yeah.
I put down a lot of direction in life that I chose, and that came from them.
Okay. Well, that's good. At least you got something out of life, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Well. Yeah.
Well, Jim hasn't answered the question yet.
Gentlemen, I'm going to call it a
Yes,
night.
Steve.
I'm
All
going to
right.
go and watch the unknown sport of the Ryder Cup. I thoroughly
Okay.
enjoyed myself. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks to everyone on the panel. It's been a blast.
All right,
And,
All
Mr.
right.
Ford.
I
Good
look
night.
I look forward to next week. Good
All
night,
right.
everybody. Thank you
See
very
you,
much
Steve. Yeah.
for being here.
Good night, Squire.
Good night. What's
Oh.
JJ? What's JJ? JJ, what are you doing? He's being rude. He's doing something rude. I know him.
He's supposed to be urinating.
Usually urinate into a fan.
That's what sailors used to say. That's how I get my own back. That's how I get my own back.
Yeah.
Piss into the wind.
The Jetsons are now real, Steve Monash. Jesus Christ. If you go back in time and look at Get Smart talking into his watch and into his shoe. I mean, we haven't got the shoe yet, but Jesus Christ. I can answer the phone. I mean, watching. It's just ridiculous. Everything's coming true.
Steve Monash, the fat cunt, is eating ice cream sandwich in Western Australia. All right. So that'd be an Eskimo.
Right. Oh, yeah. That'd be a good one. Ooh. Well, I don't know, mate. You want to?
I think we'll say good night, ladies and gentlemen. And hopefully we'll catch you next week. We'll see what the crew's up to. And but heartfelt thanks for coming along and supporting us. We don't give a fuck if you had any fun. We did. No. But anyhow, no, we do appreciate your support, and we'll catch you next week. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night. See you.